Now are we live?
I still do not see it officially. But you're able. You
Alright,
do
we're
have
live.
chat. Oh my! I'll type in chat and we'll see how long it takes. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that popped up really, really quick. We are live. Oh my goodness, this is happening. Oh, I see me. Where's my head? Can I hear my? Do I sound good?
Are you gonna scooch up?
I will. I'll get closer.
We're the best friends ever.
We have 6 likes now. Let's go. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Is there anybody here? Dustin Levac, let's go.
Number 1 fan.
Dustin, number 1. He was number 1. I'll maybe take my coat off for now. But I'll probably put it back on very shortly. I gotta remember where the camera is. I just keep looking over here because I want to watch.
I know. That's, you know.
We can tell our
That's
our
poor
setup.
streamer thing.
We can describe. Yeah, I might have to put this right back on. Can't even see my shirt anyways.
Well, do you want me to?
No, that's probably fine.
That one you'll get to see it more.
Okay, gotcha. I'll maybe leave it on. It is kind of cold in here.
I
It's
told
kind of
you.
chilly. It's kind of chilly. Ooh, look at us now.
There. Is that more exciting?
That's more exciting. I don't know. Do you have a fun shirt on? Mega 64?
No.
No.
You won't see it. But I could be like,
Ooh.
I love my
he's got his
corporations.
PlayStation, yeah.
I love my corporations.
Got the PlayStation jacket on. Oh my goodness.
Thing.
Shall I give ourselves an extra view by just having the YouTube page open the whole time?
I was thinking about that too. But then it's like, do I need to use my cell data so that I don't overload?
Pull up the tiers for a second. I want to just see how. Oh, we got 7 likes now. Who's all turning in? My goodness.
It's all our parents.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What are you
10.
doing?
I was just trying to get an idea of
What it looks like?
how long like the delay is.
Oh.
So like we're not ignoring Dustin. Live streaming days, very much so. It's probably about 20 seconds. Probably about a 20-second delay. Yeah, dude. The way Lucas has it set up is really cool. So he has one monitor here.
It's not just off of a laptop.
No, well, I mean, like most of my streaming was, I feel like on my phone even. Well, I did do some on my laptop, didn't I? That was like.
I don't know. I didn't tune in. I did not watch those.
A lot of you now and live me and stuff like that was on.
Are we sounding okay, Dustin?
And TikTok was on my phone. But like Lucas has, we got our mic here. You can see, but he's got this like tier thing, which you'll be able to see a little later on this screen, and that's where the camera is, obviously. And then over here, he has like the whole OBS setup. So like it has all of our audio, and he can switch in between. You know, we have like a BRB screen, like a tier list. I really do like his setup. It's simple, but
I do a lot for
it's
you.
Good. It's good. It's good. I like it. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Almost officially start time. I'm gonna try to grab this link and then post it to my Snapchat. I'll do like one like this, maybe. Maybe I'll.
All right,
tease.
Dustin says we sound clear.
I'll tease the pop teaser or spoiler. There's a whole new pop today for a whole new pod. We are live.
I don't really need the keyboard, probably. Well, I mean, and Dustin technically has seen the setup.
Yeah.
Just does not play a role when we normally record.
I'm trying to like remember how to post a link on.
This is our former social media manager.
Isn't there like a way to like post like a link
on Snapchat? I
Snapchat?
don't know.
I don't do this as much as I used to.
It's all on Dustin. Jacob was like, "Oh, did you tell Dustin to make that tweet?" I'm like, "Nah, I didn't I don't even care.
All over.
I almost hardly promoted this at all.
Well, I think I figured it out. Ooh.
See, Jacob didn't want us to go live too early.
Oh, there we go.
But
Look
then
what I
when we
just
do
did.
go live.
Look at that.
Wow. This is what we get at the start.
Love that. Love that for us.
And I'm vacillating between being chilled and being not.
Why doesn't it let me post? I don't know. We'll just post it. People figure it out. They figure it out. If they don't, they don't.
I mean, my phone sends me freaking Jacob Telejohn's posted on his story, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Dustin might be able to be our tester to see if that my recent it does. I mean, people know to like click that link. I think if you click it,
The freaking horizontal vertical picture.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Hello to any normies we have out there who maybe found us through our recent Facebook posts and maybe don't normally listen to the podcast, but we're a whole new pod. We were the preeminent podcast all about Disney Channel original movies, but now we've watched them all. So we have taken a bit of a hiatus over the holidays, having finished up a few months ago, actually, with all the Disney Channel original movies, because we watched a few that aren't Disney Channel original movies anymore. Or as the cool people say, DCOMs.
Always be DCOMing.
And here we are today. We are going to be ranking in a tier list all of the movies.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it takes or how well we actually remember all of them, because we started this podcast back in October 2018, I believe. So we've watched a lot of these a long time ago, with only a couple that I've actually rewatched. And a segment.
I grew up on like half of these movies.
Oh, by the way, I'm Lucas Melby.
I'm Jacob Telejohn. This is a whole new pod. A podcast all about Disney Channel original movies.
I'm usually very good at intros on the podcast.
This is live though, so there's plenty of screw ups to be had.
Oh, no, that was sarcasm. I'm never good at the intros.
He's pretty good.
And for those who don't normally listen to the podcast, or maybe not frequent listeners, we also have a segment where Jacob scratches his chest. No,
Yeah.
A segment where we
a whole new pop.
a whole new pop, where we try out new soda flavors. And we hadn't had one for a little while, and this will actually be a very good one to have on video. So as you saw, we have Nitro Pepsi.
Draft Cola. What does that mean?
So I looked it up, because both me and Jacob, we are not drinkers of beer or anything.
No.
But obviously draft is a term used with beer or root beer, maybe at times. And essentially it sounds like it has to, for a beer to be a draft beer, it has to come from a keg or a cask of some kind.
Fancy.
But obviously this is a can. So this is just
It says nitrogen infused cola, smaller bubbles, smoother taste.
So it also has instructions to serve chilled the can.
Chill can.
Which I normally am a Coke drinker myself.
Pour hard.
I like drinking Coke from the can, but yeah, this is giving us instructions. We have to pour hard, so I believe this is going to result in a very heady cola. So again, head is like what you call the foam, you know. So I've also heard that this has a very big pop when you like open it. So we'll get this going. Nitro Pepsi.
You can go. Oh my! Should I get right next to the?
You gotta pour it hard.
Pour it hard. It's gonna like overflow on me. Oh my! Like, does the whole can fit? I gotta stop.
No, I don't think the whole can will fit. So, yeah, I think also.
Look
so
at
this
that
originally
head.
you got more head than me. So this originally came out in, I think it was sometime in 2022. So I don't know if this is like an old thing that I just found at the grocery store, but it's dated for January 14th, 2024. So it's literally tomorrow. So I don't know if it's already losing some of its carbonation or not.
I mean, I got head, so.
Nitro Pepsi.
Yeehaw. It's very smooth.
Well, that's the thing is I don't think of Pepsi, like Coca-Cola, part of what I like about it is that it's very strong carbonation. Pepsi already tastes like flat all the time, so this is like extra flat extra flat Pepsi.
I like this more than regular Pepsi.
Okay, well, just get a bottle, like a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, open it, crack it open, and then leave it in the fridge. That's what this is.
That don't have the head, and that's what I love the most.
Well, I feel like, because I saw somebody's review online, because they're like, what is the deal? What's the deal with Nitro Pepsi? And then I saw that it was older than I realized. So, well, if you like it so much, I still got 2 more cans of this, so I can maybe pass it on to you. It's kind of got like
a, I don't want to see like a cream soda kind of vibe to it, but it's got like.
So there's also a cream Nitro Pepsi, but I was like, well, you know, try to go with, ironically, the vanilla flavor.
Yeah,
without
Nitro
the cream.
Pepsi. It's got Jacob's endorsement. Lucas is not a fan, but yeah, Nitro Pepsi Draft Cola.
Nah.
Check it out.
Maybe Nitro Cherry Pepsi.
Ooh, I would be down for that.
All right. Well, that lasted about as long as most of our whole new pop segments.
We're just gonna be like burping and stuff now the whole
which
pod.
Is usually why we do the whole new pop at the end of the podcast, so we don't need to listen to Jacob as much
for 2 hours. I didn't get a good suckle. I didn't get a good.
We're going full ASMR. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna. There's a lot going off here because I'm not going to edit this at all. No, this will just get archived on YouTube. I don't need to listen to any of this. I mean, I probably will afterwards and be like, oh, I'm so mad at myself.
Not only do I love the head, I love it raw.
But this here is the main event. So,
what's happening? For
the uninitiated, if you don't know about tier maker sites, here, let me see who made this.
Oh, we're spoiling. Oh,
well, no, we can give credit to... Was it made by Danny Casillas?
Danny Casillas. Casilla. Look at all those movies.
He has collected. Jacob, he's like, what is this site? And he's also not aware that, like, I didn't make this myself. There are other Disney Channel original movie enthusiasts out there.
It's good. I mean, it's up to date. It even has several movies that wouldn't be considered modern Disney Channel original movies.
So we were talking a little earlier, and I'm like, Jacob, no, people like the process. We don't wanna spoil this.
They want to see behind the curtains.
So we can set up some parameters before we are going to start going into this. Currently, I have it listed as S, A, B, C, D, and F tier.
Yeah.
What does S stand for? Jacob's like, I don't know.
Superior.
I don't think it actually stands for anything.
I've heard like these letters used in rankings before.
Well, yeah, I think S comes from like Japanese video games.
Okay.
This list also... Excuse me. Yeah, the pop was a bad idea. This list also comes from... or it includes a couple of movies that are not Disney Channel original movies. At the end of... well, I guess Under Wraps 2 we said was the last one, so that would have been the end of 2022, I think. So 2023 introduced Disney original movies.
Yeah. And there's a couple more to come even this year.
We ain't watching them.
We're not done.
We ain't watching them.
I'll work on it. I'll convince him.
Jacob, I'm trying to record like something else this month. This he's like, I'm loaded up. I can't do nothing. Let's make sure we do the live stream on the coldest day of the frickin' winter so far.
What if we just start doing every episode a live stream? Everyone's just live and raw.
Well, you could still sit on your phone the whole time, but maybe the pressure would be on not to.
It's true.
So the first thing, we're gonna set ground rules. Is Jacob, do you want to keep S tier, A tier, B tier, all of this? Or do we want... Some people, when they make tier lists, they get a little cute, they get a little creative. We could have, like, movies Jacob watched in his childhood and thus are good tier.
I kind of
We could have so good or so bad it's good tier. We could have unironically good tier. How do you feel?
Well,
we can always add in. We can add in at any time.
Man, that is tough.
Add a row above. If we get hung up on one, maybe we need to have a carve out category to be like, Jacob really does not like the color of friendship.
That's not true. I took it out of my bottom 5, so put that on the record. I came around to that. While it doesn't have any magically magic to it, it's still magic. There's plenty of other magic in that film. So,
I mean, there's not, but
I mean, like the race relations, the positive messages.
All right, so we're going to do this.
Let's do it.
We're good with the starting categories.
I think we're ready to rock and roll. Are you ready? Are you ready? Who's all? We got Kieran here. We got Dustin here. Shout out to the people. Shout out to the people's
One's
people.
in chat if you're ready.
One's in chat if you're ready.
All right, so we might need to do some investigation on some of the cover art that are included below, but we seem to recognize most of the. I mean, we've seen all of the movies, but we maybe can't call out the cover art immediately. But they're not in like chronological order. We've already been testing stuff out, so they're even mixed up from what they're normally in.
Yeah.
So we're starting out with Under Wraps.
Under Wraps, the
inaugural,
original, the first.
And this is maybe coming out with a hot take. Yeah, it's not a DCOM. No, hot take.
Mid tier.
I mean, we'll talk about.
Is that what you would consider mid tier?
On the podcast, we definitely talked about the remake. Like compared to the remake, the original is like Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
Or just it's much more soulful, soul versus soulless, as you might say. But it's actually not that great of a movie.
No, I mean it has to get some respect. You know, being the first.
Respect on its name.
To Under
First
Wraps.
DCOM.
Shout out Gilbert. A better Gilbert than the.
A better Harold.
The newer,
Better Mr.
Harold.
Kuba.
Look a lot better, yeah. There was a lot of better in that one, but I can't argue with that. I think it's a mid tier. There's definitely nostalgia there, but it doesn't belong in probably the A or B.
All right.
I think C is fair.
We're in agreement thus far. Now we're starting out with Genius. This is still a pretty early DCOM.
Chaz Anthony.
Chaz Anthony. We put respect on in this house. We respect Chaz Anthony.
This one's for Sam. Shout out Sam Blazing. He was on a few episodes.
This might have been Sam's first episode.
I think so. But yeah, we'll give him a B. Do you remember what actor that
was? This is up for discussion.
Oh my.
I feel like it could be a low A.
Okay.
Because this is classic 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
What you want from that era.
So
you can maybe, well, you probably can't really see, but you know what?
Well, I mean,
we're gonna start looking stuff up anyways. Chaz Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Spelling live. I don't type on this keyboard that much. I am
Anthony.
Jesus Christ.
Chaz Anthony.
My hands are too cold. That's what it is.
Oh, you gotta show an image. He's pretty cool.
See, he is a nerd, but he goes to a new school, and he starts wearing a leather jacket and saying his name's Chaz Anthony.
He's pretty cool. So there's the nerdy version of him, right? You gotta show the nerdy version?
Maybe, I don't know. That's just the actor, what he normally looks like. But this is Chaz Anthony.
Cool. And it's got sports.
I think this is literally our podcast episode.
It is. That's our podcast episode. That's funny.
And this movie has this girl from Shameless.
Shameless, yeah.
So I think for now,
I didn't realize that. I guess I didn't even realize that one.
We can maybe put it lower in A. So we'll have the ability to kind of sort these as we're making the ranks.
Yeah.
But for now, I think it's a good movie.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm okay with there. We can always move it. We'll see.
So we just talked about how there was an Under Wraps remake. This next one is actually one of the more recent Disney Channel original movies. I believe this was the 100th DCOM, and this was a remake of the 1980s movie Adventures in Babysitting.
Okay.
I'm feeling a C for this one.
You think so?
I don't know if I'd put it below or above.
Probably below that. Probably below Under Wraps.
The high point of Adventures in Babysitting is all of the kids with the babysitters have like a rap off.
Yeah.
They wander up on a stage at one point.
Yeah.
We watched this fairly recently, and that's still one of the only things that sticks to my mind.
I do recall that.
So I mean, for Jacob, obviously Under Wraps, there's magic in it, so that's going to give it an edge.
Well, and nostalgia. It's got the nostalgic factor. Yeah, I would definitely have Under Wraps ahead of that. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad, a terrible movie. I feel like a C would be fair for that one as well.
So now we're getting another challenge, The Swap.
Oh, golly. Couple, shout out Zendaya, right?
She's not in The Swap.
No?
No, that's Zapped.
Zapped, okay.
The Swap has two kids who would go on, I need to switch back to the other view.
Uh-oh.
We'll go on to both be in Cobra Kai together, and I think they actually date each other now.
Oh my.
Or were. But this is two kids. They are like, my life sucks. No, my life sucks. And then they text each other and they swap.
I do remember the swap. I remember the swap graphic, the effect. Yeah, I don't. Really
I think we can maybe put this in a D.
I don't have any love for the swap. It's
if anything, it'd be a low C of what we have up here, but I think it's a D.
We gotta give each tier, a little bit of love.
So interesting one next is Tangled Before Ever After.
I think this is only one of 3 animated DCOMs. There's just a few. This one, Kim Possible, Proud Family Movie.
Phineas and Ferb. Jacob maybe doesn't remember that one because he fell asleep while we were watching it.
Rip. I mean, I do love me some.
Jacob also wanted us to have. For me, 4 o'clock felt like a late start time. So.
Well, we're here.
And he's the one who falls asleep when we're watching movies sometimes at 4 o'clock.
We're here.
I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning.
Oh my.
My house too damn cold. So Tangled Before Ever After. So for fans of the Tangled franchise, Tangled Ever After was some kind of Disney short that was Rapunzel and Zachary Levi's guy getting married.
It's I don't know. I'm kind of surprised this was even like a DCOM and not like another.
So this was essentially a pilot for
the TV show,
the Tangled Before Ever After series, which was all between the movie Tangled and Ever After that short. So we know they're still going to end up together. Yeah. And Rapunzel will get short hair again, but in this, she gets her long hair back.
I am a fan of that. I can't. Not an A, B.
I think we could put it in A. I think this one, it was one where it's like, it's maybe a little...
One of the better
yeah, you know what? We'll put it in B just because
now.
It's like, it's also like 45 minutes long or something. Isn't really a movie.
It was one of the shortest ones, that's right.
So, one that maybe wasn't as short as I might have liked is Descendants 2.
That's maybe a D.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a D.
So the Descendants franchise was not a big hit for me and Jacob.
No.
Though we did like Descendants 3 the most of all. Or I like Descendants 3 the most.
Yeah.
For those who do not know, Descendants is like, what if Kingdom Hearts, but not cool, and everybody was kids of the cool characters?
A lot of the characters, I like the concepts behind them, You got Dopey's kids in there.
Okay, so yeah, the premise is that there are teen kids of, like, Disney villains who... Yeah. All the Disney villains in this universe, it's all a shared universe, and they live on, like, a prison island.
So you have, like, Captain Hook's kids and stuff like that.
Oh, we got Captain Hook's kids.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the idea is fun. I just maybe thought the execution was kind of crummy.
And yes, it does make us have to wonder about
Whoopi Goldberg. That wasn't the first one.
No, that's this one. This is the movie that Whoopi Goldberg plays Ursula off screen.
You hear it for like one line.
I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
But yes, Descendants is the franchise that made us ask, who did Dopey fuck? And that also apparently all the 7 dwarves had kids.
Sex. They all fornicated or had marital sex.
You know what?
So shout out to marital
Respect
sex.
on Dopey.
So
another big recent franchise for Disney was Zombies.
Zombies. I don't remember how you felt on that, but
honestly, I'm feeling somewhere in the C.
Let's put it right below Under Wraps for now.
And with its fellow undead cohort.
So
Zombies, it's a
musical
about zombies. What if there were zombies?
And there's 3 of them.
They all look like the Joker or Jared Leto's Joker
from the Suicide Squad.
And it's about racism.
Yeah,
The zombies are stand-ins for black people,
and then later on we had aliens and
somehow they didn't solve racism, and they're having to grapple with it in each subsequent movie.
Yeah, so I think she's okay for that one as well.
So now we're getting into one of the first ones of ours that Dustin watched, and I forgot to ask you because you guys went and watched Wonka somewhat recently.
Yeah.
And Dustin was very upfront about not liking musicals. Did he know that Wonka was going to be a musical?
The first 2 Wonkas were musicals, so
So he was prepared. He didn't like.
I
They
would
didn't get to
assume
like
so.
some song. And he's like, oh hell, oh shit, here we go again.
No.
All right, so Freaky Friday was a remake of a remake.
Of a remake. There's
And-
like 3 of them.
There may even be 4 of them.
4 of
actually.
them.
And it was a musical, so it wasn't like a Broadway show, but it was like somewhere in Virginia, I think. There was a play version of Freaky Friday that was a musical. I think this movie is pretty good. I might even put it.
You're feeling. I mean, you say it's pretty good, but then you're dropping in the sea.
Well, I'm not confirming for that thought. I'm just letting my hands up.
Nothing's
so I can
locked in.
gesticulate.
Nothing's locked in.
Jacob and me have different variations of taste.
That's fair.
For me, what I would the DCOMs, me putting something in the S category is
It's
very.
Like, we'll probably only have like a.
We're always going to be grading on a scale,
We'll probably only have like 5 up there, maybe even less.
but oftentimes the greatest praise we could have for a DCOM would be saying, "This felt like a real movie."
Yeah.
That doesn't happen too often.
No, I said we might only have like 2 or 3 up there. So.
No, we'll fill it in.
Okay.
We'll at least have my top 10 up there.
Wow. Wow.
Well, maybe not. We'll see. But Freaky Friday, I think it's better than Zombies.
Yeah.
Because I think it had better songs than Zombies. Zombies had one very good song.
Yeah.
So good they put it in all of the
All
Zombies movies.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday had some pretty good songs. I don't know. How do you feel about Under Wraps versus Freaky Friday?
I just think that, like I said, we talked about the respect on it, the OG-ness of it. I mean, I don't know. I like the original Under Wraps, I guess. So
Okay.
I think that's okay. We can just leave it like that for now.
All right. So now,
I
Kim Possible, the
Oh.
live-action remake.
Yikes.
I'm not somebody who had nostalgia for Kim Possible.
Well, and like this is live action too, so it's kind of a little bit weird, more strange than the animation. Like there's some fun stuff to it, but I probably a D. Yeah, I don't think it's an F. Awful.
No, because I think the girl who played Kim Possible, I think she got I don't know, unfairly bullied probably because
Wow.
people hated this movie so much. So I don't want to put it in the F, but it's not very good.
No.
All right, Descendants 3.
Oh God, that's probably another deer.
I think it would make it into
You
C.
think that one's a better one?
So this one I found had
So this is the aliens.
no.
No.
That's Zombies 3.
Oh, Descendants.
Get a load of
Sorry.
this guy
Oh,
over
God.
here.
I'm confusing my
Getting his Descendants
modern
mixed up with the
musical.
Zombies. Descendants 3 was the one where Princess Aurora,
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty, if you
Yeah.
will, her daughter Aubrey, who is
Yeah.
not in the second movie, comes back and is so mad that Mal, Maleficent's daughter,
Yeah.
has gotten with Ben, Beast and Beauty's daughter.
Keeping track of all
Beast
this.
and Belle's daughter.
Yeah.
Belle is not Beauty, but Beast is just always a beast, even though he's a man
Always.
in that. So she just is so mad she turns evil, and I found her one of the more compelling villains for the series. Because the second movie, it's Ursula's daughter, Uma,
Yep.
say my
Uma.
name. And the first
Good
one
song.
is just the villain's parents. Descendants 2 does have probably the best song of all of the
Oh,
movies.
really?
Of any movie ever.
Wow.
Sound of music.
Jesus Christ.
No. Chillin' Like a Villain
Oh, I did. Chillin'.
is like a straight
Chillin'
banger.
Like a villain.
But
That is a good
Descendants
one.
3,
So you're gonna rank this one lower than Zombies?
yes.
Okay.
The first Zombies isn't great, but the audacity of what it's going for with the social commentary is so stupid. Because we also didn't really talk about the other race besides zombies in the Zombies universe are cheerleaders.
Yeah.
That's what's most important is cheerleaders, zombies, and the zombie wants to be on the football team. And
In that movie, and then later we'll get werewolves and aliens. But yeah.
well, speaking of
Oh golly.
Zombies 2,
Ooh.
where the werewolves are introduced, I hate the werewolves.
Yeah, they're kind of obnoxious. They're always howling randomly throughout the movie.
I might even put this below Descendants 2.
I'm fine with that.
Because Descendants 2 has Chillin' Like a Villain. This movie has Someday, which is from Zombies 1.
Okay.
And I really don't like the werewolves.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we don't really have. have much love for these, some of these newer series, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, I'm okay with that. I can't argue with that. Would you say you're a bigger fan of the Descendants movies and the Zombies movies in general?
No.
No? Wow.
Hey, man, I'm all about my guy.
Bigger zombies.
Zed.
Z for zombie.
What's his name? I'm
Remember, all the letters are matching up with whatever they are. Oh,
all right, we're switching views. Zombies 3. Jesus Christ. I'm Exceptional Zed. You gotta love I'm Exceptional Zed.
Yeah.
Now
we're just gonna play the song.
No, unfortunately, we're not gonna do anything like that because I thought about doing that, but I'm like, I don't want to try to deal with copyright strikes or anything like that.
Let's do
Upside Down Magic.
Oh.
This was one we did cheat a little bit. Jacob's like, "What's that movie?" And I'm like, "Upside Down Magic." We watched this about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Jacob remembers nothing about it.
I remember the kid with curly hair. It was goofy.
In some ways, I might say
it's an unforgettable. It's a forgettable movie.
We can go back to our history of Upside Down Magic and just zoom in on this kid. Oh,
this kid keeps it out of the F tier.
This guy.
He keeps it out of the F tier, so shout out to him.
They did this kid dirty in that movie. But.
Yeah, I would just say it's just a forgettable movie.
It's quite forgettable for you.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't like the Kim Possible remake that much.
Yeah.
But I still liked it enough.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Compared to Upside Down Magic, which I really didn't like. It was just fair. Like bad, bad Harry Potter knockoff.
Let's do the Lindsay Lohan movie.
Oh, you don't want to go in order? You don't want to go heavy hitter, sorry. Lock in.
Oh my. Wow. Yeah, I have to agree. Don't look under the bed. Easily Lucas and I's, I think, favorite DCOM ever, forever, for always.
It was tested by me because this was a movie I said, as I talked about earlier, could be
a real movie,
as good as a real movie.
It's scary. I mean, even as like an adult, like it's got some like kind of the boogeyman. It looks pretty spooky.
It's got Stephen Tobolowsky.
Ooh. It's for kids. I remember loving that movie as a kid, and watching it again. Adele, what's up? Welcome. There's just so much nostalgia behind that movie, and it's an S. Like I said, that was one I knew we were gonna lock up there.
So I did not know about Milo Manheim being in School Spirits, but maybe that might be something we have to put on our post DCOM watch list.
Oh my!
Because
Karmic,
especially after we can maybe sneak ahead a bit to Prom Pact, which is not a DCOM.
This is one of the last.
But if it was, it would be probably the top of the list. It's a very fun movie.
It's got a lot of nostalgia to like 80s and stuff. Jacob loves his, The Breakfast Club and all. There's tons of references, Back to the Future and stuff. There's a ton of references to older movies. So,
but it made me a big fan of Milo Manheim, who is also in Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Kind of underutilized in Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, he's good.
He's exceptional. He's exceptional Zed. So
yeah,
we're a big fan of him. But yes, going back to Don't Look Under the Bed, that was late 90s still, back when DCOMs were in its kind of like, hey, we're just going to make cool movies for kids, different genres.
Like the Under the Bed set was like probably one of my favorite sets in like all of DCOMs. It just like the way it was kind of like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. Everything's like really big to their small people size. I don't know. It's just a really cool movie.
And It's goofy, it's silly, it's cheesy. But if you were a kid watching it, you would be scared.
Yeah.
Jacob was scared.
I'm still scared.
And It's fun. It's great. Same with Spin. I'm putting Spin up in the S tier.
S tier, wow.
Spin maybe could have fallen into the same category of Prom Pact of like it was released on Disney Plus, but they didn't eventually. Basically, Prom Pact is what's called a Disney original movie.
Okay.
Spin very much feels like Prom Pact.
Yeah.
But they still kept it as a DCOM, and it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are some of these recent movies that we do like. You know, we do like a lot more as opposed to the Zombies franchise or Descendants. And yeah, I know I don't know if I would necessarily put Spin in S. I would maybe rank it like a high A, but I don't
Say
know.
more.
Yeah, I mean, I like S. I just feel like there can only be like a few up there. But I think it's
so
high
far
A.
there's 2,
and we can always move it up there. Like you said, you wanted to fill that out a little bit more. Are you saying we can't move it after we move on?
No, we can.
Okay, and we might.
I mean, you talked me out of putting Genius in S, so Spin is better than Genius.
Yes. As I said, one of the highest A's we can have.
All right, Under Wraps, the remake from
Yikes.
2021, I believe.
This is not. Well, this one does have a little bit of hint of Gay Dad in it, but
yes, this is where we have
that's where
the germination of two gay dads,
as
is a late podcast catchphrase for us, for nobody who keeps track.
Some
we
people out there
heard we heard the name Step Dave dropped
Yeah.
in this. Not good.
Mm-mm.
Not horrible, but
Hey Aiden, what's up?
Mr. Kubat still in there. Mr. Kubat, no, not faking his death to avoid taxes.
Yeah, not good.
Gilbert, horrible.
Yeah, really annoying voice. His voice does get a little bit better as he goes through puberty into the second one, but not ideal.
I'm feeling it somewhere in here.
Below Kim Possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take that.
Yeah.
So this one might make me and Jacob come to blows. Christmas Again.
Ooh.
What if Groundhog's Day happened on Christmas, and instead of Bill Murray, who's an asshole, but likable in some ways,
An annoying girl.
you just have an asshole little girl.
Kid, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a D. I don't think it's a D, but I won't fight you for an A or a B. The concept I've always liked, the ground.
You're going to put it on the same level as Genius.
Never. Like I said, I'm not going to fight you for an A or a B, but I don't think it's, crappy enough to get a D or an F, obviously. But the concept, the Groundhog's Day, I like that idea. So
I ultimately didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to.
No.
But it's still not great.
She's very annoying. I don't really know if she learns too much from it or develops too much. All
right, Zombies 3.
Ooh.
A movie that we saw. I still don't know if it's actually corroborated. Cost $40 million to make.
It was
or
a
something.
lot of money. Yeah, I remember that.
But there is some pretty crazy effects in it.
Yeah.
There is the aforementioned song, Exceptional Zed.
Yeah.
There's some other good ones
that song alone keeps it out of the D. So we have two of the Zombies movies now. You think this is ahead of the original or the?
I think I like it more than Zombies, the original.
Yeah.
So I could even see it going in low B's.
Oh my, that's aggressive.
I'm feeling B for Zombies 3. Because this also operates in some of the so good, bad it's good territory of Zombies, the original, but it also
this is the Aliens one.
It also just has more. The beginning of this movie is bonkers. There's tons of special effects. The aliens are beamed down to Earth, and they get into a fight with all the different races, and they dance.
Yeah.
They dance the robot.
He's convinced me. We'll go B.
I think it's a B.
Yeah. Maybe a lower B.
I mean, it's the lowest B right now.
Maybe a mid-B B when we get there.
Yeah, I mean, the Tangled one, it's a outlier.
Okay.
Under Wraps 2.
Ooh.
Controversially, it's better in some ways.
Yeah. Two gay dads. Really
for us, I mean,
fruition.
Yeah, I think for us.
Yeah, right there. That's okay.
So, to make people, in case we got some, cross-traffic people who maybe know me and Jacob more just from normal life and haven't listened to the podcast. When we're saying two gay dads, so Under Wraps 1, the main difference of Under Wraps 1 really is that the girl, who's the friend of the two boys, I can't remember her name, it's dropped that she has two gay dads.
Yes.
But then it's further set up that she had two gay dads who were divorced. So now she has a step Dave. So that implies the possibility of having 4 gay dads.
That's right.
And this gets confirmed to be the case in Under Wraps 2.
The second one was it's all the two gay dads getting married. That was
on Halloween.
On Halloween. So yeah, that was
so we had fun with that because of all the. There's always BuzzFeed, or that's what I always look at. It's like the first gay kiss. Disney first gay kiss. But this was, I think this may be the first Disney property where they have two
gay dads.
They have a gay wedding.
Yeah, so. It's pretty gay.
And ever since Under Wraps into Under Wraps 2, we'll talk about Slumber Party later.
Okay.
That there's just there's two gay dads in every
movie
one of the movies we've watched.
So and we'd seen a commercial, I think, during one of the. We might have to watch the commercial with two gay dads before one of these movies.
Oh, that was just serendipity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we watching two gay dad commercials?
I'm dripping. I got a little drippy over here. Oh.
But just on you, right?
Yeah, just in my pants.
All right.
Dripped in my pants. Ooh. Horse Sense.
So this...
The brothers. Two brothers. Two of the three
two
brothers.
Gay brothers.
Gay brothers.
We have the Lawrence brothers of Step by Step.
This is
fame.
one of their 2 movies, right?
Well, together.
Yeah. Well, the other one has all 3 of them.
Yes,
yep.
But
Joey.
The youngest Lawrence is in.
Matthew.
He's in a little movie called The Other Me.
Oh, that's
over
right.
Here.
Yeah.
So Horse Sense is pretty by the books. No magic for Jacob.
No magic, but a lot of nostalgia there though for Horse Sense. It's got some really good lessons. You have the older kind of, I don't know, just kind of a jerk older brother. He's kind of
well, they're cousins
or cousins. That's what it is. Yeah. Cousins, and
I think
he just kind of grew up. I don't know. He's got his cell phone and his laptop and his nice car, and his younger cousin. Grew up on the farm. He doesn't have all that. He doesn't, put value behind any of that. So he goes out there and he, learns a lesson about life. You got to appreciate the little things. And there's a lot of character growth, which Lucas loves. And
don't put words in my mouth.
Lucas hates character growth. But yeah, no, I think it's a decent movie. I don't know where exactly we would put it.
I feel maybe a high C.
Yeah.
Top of the C.
Yeah, that can go ahead of Under Wraps. Yeah, no, I yeah. Okay with that.
All right. Up in a Way.
Ooh.
Which is an interesting movie when we look at the context of when it came out, which was the early 2000s.
And it's superheroes. It's a superhero movie.
Yes. So there wasn't a ton of superhero movies at that time. There would have been like
Spider-Man movies weren't even out yet.
Well, the first Spider-Man.
Was it?
Yeah, the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. And then like the first X-Men movie. I don't know why I said X-Man. So I think I didn't like this one as much as I thought I would. I think a high C or a low B.
Put it below the Lawrence brothers.
Oh wow. Rare choice by Jacob to pick. I guess our superpower is magical.
I mean, they are.
All right, Jacob.
Oh, God.
Your moment. The Color of Friendship.
Might have our first F, A or B?
I'd put it in an A. If not, maybe.
Not an S. I'll give you a low A.
So below genius or above genius?
I'd
put it above genius.
For now.
It's not a fun DCOM.
No,
it is.
It's got good lessons, and that's what DCOMs are all about. We kind of defined a DCOM, many moons ago. What we
so the premise of
race relations,
the premise of The Color of Friendship,
racism,
that I will explain, and Jacob will be mortified.
Not magic.
I've set up that he hates this movie. Is that I believe it takes place in think the 80s.
Yeah.
In Washington, D.C., and it's like the family of an African-American congressman, I believe.
Sounds right.
Who take in like an exchange student from South Africa.
Yeah.
Who they're like, oh, it'll be a black girl, but no, it's a racist white South African.
Yeah.
And she has to come to grips with, her apartheid.
I mean, this is one of our really earlier movies. Probably within the first 15 or 20 movies, I would imagine. Well, it was one of the earlier ones.
It falls within a category where Disney Channel used to make like a serious Disney Channel original movie. We'll eventually get to True Confessions.
Not hating on racial harmony.
Yeah, the OGs know what we're talking about here.
No, I
at one point the white girl says like some word and like
and it was like
Afrikaners or something like that.
It was really offensive.
And the black girl's like, oh, is that like the N-word?
Yeah.
And we were like, whoa. So it was a serious movie, but at the same time it was still a Disney Channel original movie. There's a wardrobe changing montage where they're trying on different hats and playing funny music.
In hindsight, I know it was
Jacob used to say it was one of the worst Disney Channel original movies.
But this is coming from someone who, at the time, my early DCOMs, I was rating a lot of the magic movies. I mean, that was a whole thing for like 30, 40, 50 episodes. Like, that's where Halloween Town comes in, some of my favorite kind of movies, the kind of magic, kind of vibes to it. So that's why that one wasn't, my top 10 at the time. But no, I mean, it's obviously has great messages. And
look at this virtue signaler over here. I don't hate the color of friendship. People are watching me live.
It's an okay movie.
All right, moving on to something very different. Alley Cat's Strike. Is it Alley Cat's Strike or Strike Back? No, I think we just said Strike Back all the time.
Yeah.
This was, I think, the first Dustin episode.
You think it's a low C? You're feeling a low C for that?
Oh, I might. I'm just floating somewhere. This movie is not good. It's got some swing music, though. It's got bowling.
Probably the only bowling in any DCOM.
Well, you could say that for a lot of DCOM. This is probably the only Groundhog Day in any DCOM.
Dustin Levak, if you're still listening, we can get your input where you think this bowling movie belongs.
See, I don't remember it super well, but
I need to do. I remember like there's like fun music and they're like bowling. And they have like sunglasses on. Oof, stings.
I mean,
we'll see if Dustin's still here and he chimes in.
We're basing this on all of our poor memory and then trying to put something on Dustin. I don't think that's fair. We'll leave it at the bottom of the C's for now.
Yeah.
Rip Girls, a movie that we maybe thought we first discovered, like our first plot hole.
Yeah,
actually,
the binoculars, right?
But I think you probably know who the binoculars person was. But Rip Girls. It's a movie about a girl moving to Hawaii, I think, when she didn't want to. It's about ripboarding. I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's about colonialism, or like the history of colonialism in Hawaii.
I can't put that as a D.
There's a lot going on. I think we liked Rip Girls, but it just has a little too much going on. It's a little too busy.
Mid-C tier for me, says Dustin on Alley Cat Strike Back.
Well, Dustin, yeah, he hasn't seen all of these movies.
I mean, we got him to see.
Dustin's seen some pretty good movies.
That's true. Eddie's. Shout out Eddie's. Okay. I can live with that. I won't fight you too much.
Ooh. Miracle in Lane 2.
Frankie Muniz.
With one Frankie Muniz.
Wow.
As
paraplegic.
Yeah, I don't remember the history of how he became.
Yeah, if he was born or if he had an accident, but it's derby
soapbox
derby racing.
They have one of those in my neighborhood, and I didn't want to go see it.
Really?
But, I mean, you don't live in my neighborhood. You were like, I didn't hear about this.
I would have went and watched.
Yeah, this was a movie I think I saw somebody on Reddit once be like, is there any movie you like vehemently hate? And it was like,
why so much hate for Frankie Muniz?
I think it was something about like,
it
maybe has some weird messaging for people who are handicapped and being like, you're not good enough, or I don't know. Do
you hate the handicap? You think Frankie deserves a bottom S or bottom C?
I don't remember just liking it that much.
No.
But
Ahead of Rip Girls. Just throw it.
Ahead of Rip Girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Shout out I mean, Frankie's one of the bigger stars we've had in DCOMs, so we'll give him a little.
I mean, that's
little
not
shout
true.
out.
I mean, we're operating in a modern era.
Zendaya.
Is Frankie Muniz bigger than Selena Gomez?
No, I mean of his time, of his time.
All right.
Ooh.
This one might be a fight.
Ooh.
Stepsister from Planet Weird.
This is one I almost feel like we just need like another like category for, where it's like so weird. It's just like it was Cosmocola. So this has Cosmocola. This has the talking dog, right?
No, that's Can of Worms.
Can of Worms. I don't know.
This does have Cosmocola.
It has Cosmocola in it. I think it's really weird. It's not one of my. It's not like an A or a B. I don't think it's not an F. Maybe it's a high D or a low C. It's so weird. It's maybe just worth a watch. It's just it's awkward. It doesn't. I don't know. It's just a really weird movie, but it's fun. It's goofy.
It's a D.
It's okay.
All right, and we can lock in Ready to Run as
First
an
F. So this has Sinbad. Sinbad voices the horse.
No, he voices a horse, but not the main horse. So this is the movie that some people get mixed up with Horse Sense. Horse Sense, nobody can talk to animals in that.
No.
Ready to Run, the girl can talk to animals, and she talks to a horse. It's got Logan Echolls from Veronica Mars in it. It's got Sinbad, who voices a different horse.
Yeah.
It's just...
Not
You'll find out as I go further and make some arguments is that I don't like a lot of the animal movies. Because we got You Lucky Dog next, and I think that might go into an F or a low D.
You Lucky Dog. That was that's the courtroom one.
So You Lucky Dog.
Yikes.
Kirk Cameron
Yeah.
plays a guy who is inheriting a fortune from somebody.
Yeah.
But then, because it's a very 90s, this is the second DCOM.
But he has to take care of the dog, right? Or he inherits the dog too, or it's like the dog's money.
So the dog the dog takes over his body, or he has like telepathic connection with the dog.
Yeah.
And they're trying to frame him as being like crazy, so that like he doesn't get the money or the estate of this old guy. And it's very bad, but it ends with a courtroom scene where a dog jumps up and gets shot by a gun to save Kirk Cameron.
It happens.
And that's why it's like, I don't know if I want to put it in the F.
An F. Just for that
Because
scene
it has
alone.
that scene, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm okay with
Also
that.
famously, the only episode of the podcast that I did not listen all the way through and edit because I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Another earlier one. Kirk Cameron is annoying.
Yeah, this is before he probably became more annoying as well. But he's plenty annoying in You Lucky Dog.
Ooh, what is that one?
Quince.
Oh, that's a goodie.
So Quince was our
that a
first... I feel like it's maybe a high C.
I would even... Oh, that
You
might
want
be
a low B?
B. Yeah.
So Quince was our first...
It's Quince.
Yeah. Or it's Quince.
It's Quince. One day you look at me.
And also has the ending that live on air I kind of had the epiphany because she says, made you look.
Oh.
Remember? She ends the movie by saying, made you look. And I'm like, was the whole movie a lie? Did we just get like prestiged, mementoed or something like that?
Quince is another OG DCOM.
What's her name? Our Halloween Town girl, Marnie. I mean, that's not a real name, but that's her Halloween Town name. I don't care about her actress's name. She's Marnie.
Yeah.
The other
and there's like a lot of like she does like a lot of commentary. Like she talks to the camera. There's a lot of breaking the fourth wall. This is maybe one of the
she talks to the camera at the very end.
Yeah,
I can't remember if it came before or after Miracle in Lane 2.
But I mean, like the whole movie's her basically.
Frankie Muniz talks to God at one point. Miracle in Lane 2.
Who is God in that one?
I don't think you see God.
No. Yeah, no. I think that's a B.
All right, The Other Me.
And this was
the youngest Lawrence brother.
I think Matthew
clones himself.
Yeah, that's got to be a B.
It's not a super great movie, but it's a so bad it's good movie at times. It has a great sequence where the clone is filling in for him at school.
The clone's like really like
and befriends the school bully.
Yeah.
By being like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a tough home life or whatever?"
Yeah.
And then like the bully becomes his friend. There's also an amazing cafeteria dance scene.
Dancing on the table.
So yeah, that's a goodie. Also a Sam episode.
Okay.
a Sam episode where I believe one of our comments was Sam was making a joke about the mailman being black or just commenting on it. And the commenter was like, what's that got to do with anything? I'm like, welcome to Sam Blazing.
Wow.
All right. Don't tell Mom the vampire's her date. Or no, Mom's got a date with the vampire. The movie that potentially, until Christmas again, had the worst children in imagination in it.
Jake Quislin, shout out.
What's the S tier movie? Don't Look Under the Bed,
Don't Look
Jacob.
Under the Bed. Yes.
Jacob, you can't come in. I don't know why I'm calling him Jake.
Jake,
you can't come in 50 minutes into a live stream
and not know.
You're like a child walking into the movie theater, demanding to know what's going on. We got plenty of movies to go, Jake. By the way.
We have a lot.
Mom's got a date with a vampire. I've recently watched Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. That movie would be like an F tier.
This is another OG one of the nostalgic movies. I'll give you a mid C. Maybe above that one, above the babysitter one.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
I'm gonna walk out. No, that's okay.
Fine.
Yeah,
Fine. All right, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Oh, that's probably an A.
I could put Phantom of the Megaplex in an S.
Movie Mason. Shout out Movie Mason, played by Mickey Rooney. Rest in peace.
Because ironically,
so you would put it in an S, but you wouldn't put it ahead of Spin. I'm watching you do that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Well, top of the A then.
Yeah, top of the A's for now.
I think we can be more generous with the S's. So this is the next one was one we had to.
Do we want to talk a little bit more? So we got Movie Mason. It takes place in a movie theater. Lucas
Phantom of the Opera style.
Yeah.
There's a phantom of this giant movie theater, a megaplex,
and
if you will.
And he goes around and kind of just he's causing mischief to all the screens
related to the movies that are being shown.
Yeah,
like
so it's kind of fun.
There's a Twister style movie, and he brings in a giant fan.
Yeah,
and Mickey Rooney sings a song that we didn't think was a real song. Where he's like Hollywood, and then I almost immediately afterwards, I'm like, oh, I heard that somewhere else. I'm like, that is a real song. It wasn't just Mickey Rooney being crazy.
He knocks over a gumball machine, and people are falling all over gumballs at some point.
It's not like a scary movie, but it's
fun.
It's like it's a thriller. No,
ooh,
it's like a mystery.
A high A. Maybe we'll move it to S. If we don't have enough up there later on.
So ultimate Christmas present is you all just have to trust us that's what this one is.
Yeah.
One of a handful
Brenda Song
of Christmas DCOMs.
Yeah.
And actually not that bad.
No,
I think
good.
Spencer Breslin's maybe also in this one.
Yeah, he's the brother, I think, of the main Katie. Is that the main girl's name? Can't remember exactly.
But I think this one is actually pretty good.
Yeah, like a Justin Bieber-esque guy kind of visits the area. A big snowstorm, and then he has to make like a music video there, and they end up becoming his friends. Right? Is that one?
I think you're combining that with Stuck in the Suburbs, maybe.
Oh, that's how it is.
Also with Brenda Song.
Oh yeah.
So we don't actually remember what this movie's about, but we like it.
What is the Christmas Wish?
All right, this is
Xenon.
I think this is the sequel though. So yeah, this is Girl of the 21st Century here.
That's the first one?
And Z3's right here. Okay. So this is Xenon, the sequel.
Oh, I don't remember which one I like the most. Probably the OG one.
It's the first.
Yeah.
The sequel has some interesting it introduces an alien species that is very
they communicate with it.
Yeah, it's almost like The Abyss. James Cameron's The Abyss, where it's just a weird presentation of an alien. But ultimately, not a lot happens in this movie.
One of the higher C's, I would say.
Is it better or worse than Don't Tell Mom the Vampires?
Higher than that. I like the Xenon movies. When we get to the original Z, I think we got to make that a B. But
all right, Moto Crossed.
That's a pretty good one.
I think this is an A movie. I think it's
lower A.
I think it's better than Genius, as this is actually a good movie.
So this is where a girl's brother gets hurt. She takes the role of him, and she cuts her hair and has to kind of blend in, and she becomes like a really. She
Who is a
always was.
motocross biker.
Yeah, she was
but
really
it's a
good.
male-dominated sport.
Yeah.
So she's shirking, she's being, Mulan style.
Yeah.
But there's an interesting bit where the boy she likes thinks she's just a boy.
Yeah.
But he's like,
kind of into
he's like
her.
confused with how he feels towards her.
Uh-huh.
So there's some like, gender norms being blurred there.
Yeah.
But ultimately, he like finds out she's a girl. So it's totally
It's
okay.
fine. It's cool,
This
bro.
is far from the two gay dads era of Disney Channel.
Yeah, no, I think that's an A, lower A. Oh man, this has to be at least an A for me. At least. This might even be ahead of motocross.
I will not. This would be a
high B
C.
for you. Oh,
this would be a C. So this is Luck of the Irish.
This is one of my favorite OG movies. Ryan Merriman, who's in a handful of, he's in Smart House, which is another great movie. I love Luck of the Irish. That's one of my top DCOMs of all time. I can work with a low A for you. We've met in the middle on some other ones.
This is our list.
Yeah.
It's our podcast list,
Yeah.
so we're trying to let it reflect both of us.
How we feel about it.
My issue with Luck of the Irish is
It's
just not that fun. Like, it's not like as the premise of, oh, this kid is turning into a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even, did you even say that? Or were you just talking about Ryan Merriman? Nobody knows who the fuck Ryan Merriman is.
I mean, like they go to like old Scotland and they play these old games, and it's sports. It's got the basketball.
Yes, they
it's
go
got the
to
big game.
Scotland. Do
Or
you hear
Ireland.
what you're saying?
They go to Ireland. This is live. They go to Ireland.
That would have
but
stayed in
I mean,
anyways.
There's a big game, and which they have to like play against these like the leprechauns,
Yeah,
the bad
that's fun
leprechauns
enough.
that like take over the bodies of these
But
kids.
it's like Teen Wolf, except if he was a leprechaun.
And Grandpa's sitting on the frickin' basketball hoop, like
His grandpa has a potato chip factory.
he's like dangling his chains because he's like jailed up by the bad leprechauns. I love that movie.
My biggest issue with it is like it ends with him like singing like some. It's all about like
This land is
Yeah.
your land. This land is my land from California.
It's just like, oh, it's a lot of it's about like his Irish heritage, but he's
Yeah.
like, the most important thing is I'm in America, the land of possibilities, where all nations
Races
are
and
welcome.
nations are, yeah.
This land is our land, and I'm like,
Yeah.
boo.
This land is made for you and me.
So that's why we're putting it
Low A.
low A's for what Jacob or
Like,
what
I
I
can
will
work with
allow. All right, this might be another disagreement.
Oh, another.
Hounded
Ooh.
with the smart guy. That was his show, right?
Yeah.
This is a dog movie.
Who is the older guy in it?
I don't think he's.
No.
It has
No,
Ed
maybe.
Begley Jr.
Okay.
as well as Shia LaBeouf
Yeah.
in a minor role,
I just wanted to see how
and
this one's looking.
it is not good. But it
Yeah.
has a dog, a small, I think, Pomeranian,
Which caused a lot of like mayhem.
who is nearly like Cujo levels
Yeah.
of destructive.
Really bad.
I'd put it at the top of the D's.
Below Sister from Planet Weird.
Actually, no.
Oh, mid.
I'm see. This is where I get caught up, where it's like, yeah.
That's okay. Just leave it there. We'll forget about it.
I mean, you. I think you wanted it that way.
Yeah.
All right, Jet Jackson the movie.
Ooh.
So this is
the guy that killed himself, right?
well, before that he was Jet Jackson.
Yeah.
And that's all we know him as. So this was based on a Disney.
Wasn't there going to be like a series or something? Or there was a series?
There was a series.
Yeah, there was a series. And then they got the movie.
And we had only seen the movie, and the movie and the show is not streaming on Disney Plus. It could be because of like it was like a Canadian co-production thing, but it also might be like Disney doesn't want to draw attention to like young stars of theirs who went on to kill themselves or something like that. But I watched this and I was like, oh, this is interesting because it is
Somebody going into like basically like a dream.
So in the show,
sequence,
he
I don't know.
is an actor on a show
Yes.
where he's playing like a superhero guy.
But he actually goes into that world.
And then his character from that world enters into the real world.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this must be like what the show is. And like the villain in like the movie must be from like the show. I was like, no. It's really
Completely
more just
different.
about like, sitcom kind of like stuff from like Hannah Montana, or just like, looking at like the life of a star
Yeah.
kind of thing and how that's balanced.
Cool concept.
But I still think it's a good movie. I think I'd put it in below B.
It's Across the Spider-Verse before Across the Spider-Verse. So
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Brink.
That's got to be an A-er.
Let Brink get into the S's?
I would place it. For me, I'm trying to debate if it's higher than even Phantom of the Megaplex. I think Phantom of the Megaplex is higher for me.
Yeah. Brink coasts. It's a fun movie, but it coasts heavily, or it gets pushed heavily because of 90s nostalgia, or just like it is the most 90s. Wow, dude.
People love Rocket Power. People love Brink. People love.
I
the
love
inline
Brink.
skating.
I do not give a shit about Rocket Power. Rocket Power a bit more like early 2000s. Brink is like 97 or 98. This was the third DCOM.
Yeah.
And when
really,
Under
really
Wraps, You Lucky Dog, and Brink, we couldn't get a read on what these movies were at all at that point.
Yeah, no, it's an A. It's not only for nostalgia, but it's a pretty cool movie. It's like a guy basically like turns on his friends, joins a more lucrative deal.
The X-Blades.
Yeah, the X-Blades.
Spelled with a Z.
Yeah. Well, we had somebody. We have Sam on for that one too.
No,
and nobody on that for that one.
No, my brother was like, "You should have had me on for that one." I'm like, "Fuck you."
The Jenny Project is next. Let's go.
The Jenny Project, which for some reason was one of our most downloaded episodes for a period of time, is about a chimpanzee who learns sign language. And it's a very melodramatic family movie.
Below Planet Weird.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not a very good movie.
But Jenny does sign language. Jenny does.
Of the animal DCOMs, I like it more than some. Jenny seems to give a mailman a very hard time. Takes over his truck at one point and crashes it.
We do love our I was gonna say monkey movies, but it's chimpanzee. We love Dunstan Checks In, and we love our.
I was like, name another monkey movie we've watched. All right, next up is Jumping Ship, the sequel to Horse Sense that brings in the third Lawrence brother, Matthew Lawrence, who pops into this as a ship skipper.
Like pirates, and they get taken over by pirates.
So they go down to Australia on a fishing trip, and they crash land on an island. And it's a bit of a survival movie. Yeah. There's lots of drama between the cousins of the youngest and oldest Lawrence brother. Yeah. It is worse than the original movie, I'd say. And just mostly not very fun. So
maybe below Mom's. Maybe. Yeah.
It could even be a D movie.
Maybe put it behind Rip Girls. Yeah, what do you think?
I'd even say I'd say it could be a bottom C. I think I'd rather rewatch Alley Cat Strike or Christmas Again rather than Jumping Ship.
Yeah, that's okay.
Another movie I never want to even think about again. Also with the smart
point?
guy,
Oh,
the poof point.
That's got to be above Ready to Run though. Just above Ready to Run.
All right.
Oh man.
It's above Ready to Run.
D.
I know you like this movie.
Yeah. There's some silly, goofy stuff in it, So the parents turn into babies, or they keep getting younger throughout the movie until they eventually poof out of existence. There's a house party in it, which we like. I
am sometimes amazed by what you do remember.
Lucas didn't like the whole babies. They turn into babies and they get poopy diapers and stuff.
Yeah, it really honed in on Jacob's fetish though, so he was into it.
Yikes. It's fun, but that's low D.
So Halloween Town, the Halloween Town series,
I am a big fan.
Is a big mine of nostalgia for people me and Jacob's age, but I didn't watch them as a kid.
No.
So I did not think the first one was that good. I would think it's not off base to say that you don't think Halloween Town 2 is that good.
Well,
I'm not saying it's a D or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'd say of the Halloween Town movies,
realistically, I was looking at it to put it maybe ahead of the Frankie Muniz movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge.
Yeah.
Is very boring, actually.
The parents.
Most of the characters don't even go to Halloween Town.
And like the mom and the grandma are stuck inside a movie theater for most of the time, kind of like
that's the
paralyzed.
original.
Oh, is that?
Halloween Town 2 is Calabar's son.
Oh, the son, yeah.
So it's not even like Calabar. We were all like, oh, hey, if Calabar shows back up in this, I may be interested. But no, it's just Calamari, Calabar's kid. And
it's
mostly
like in the gray house and they're looking through socks and stuff.
Yeah, Marnie gets stuck in like a time loop place.
That was weird, with like a weird troll
Well,
thing.
most of the characters are in the real world at like a Halloween party.
We're trying to find like...
And then somebody's like made out of frogs at one point.
Yeah.
It's the worst Halloween Town movie in my opinion.
Fair enough.
All right. 'Twas the Night.
Bryan Cranston.
Another Christmas DCOM starring Bryan Cranston. I think this is an A movie.
I'd put it above...
Bryan Cranston is a bad uncle.
Highest B.
Let me talk about this.
Okay. Maybe I'll give it to you.
Well, it's about... There's a lot... You were talking about character growth and development. This is about a bad uncle that they get, like, Santa powers with. Yeah. And doesn't he use them to, like, freeze time and, like, steal from people?
I think so.
See, that's an interesting move.
Him and his nephew, aren't they both going around? And his nephew thinks he's doing good, but he's like putting stuff in his pockets, like grand pianos and stuff. Yeah, I'll give you a low. I'd give you a low A.
Low A.
Yeah, right. I just gotta think about it a little bit more.
All right, double teamed. What if there was twins? Twins.
This is
and
a
they
true
played
story.
basketball.
This is one of
like Coach Carter.
Yeah, this is like I don't know if we have many true stories for the DCOM.
I mean, we just had 'Twas the Night. Actually happened.
Oh my God. And
this is also, I feel like, the movie that really solidified our discussion of the business daddy.
Yeah.
Of the trope of the dad who's just never there because he got business to do. I think this is of the just solidly sports DCOMs.
Like, and serious movies, or like there's nothing really goofy to it. It's not magical, but it's a good movie.
I think this is a pretty solid movie. Yeah. I think maybe drop it just bottom B.
That's okay. Maybe ahead of Jet. No, that's okay.
I can take it.
Sure.
Ahead of Jet Jackson.
Yeah, ahead of Jet Jackson.
He did.
Cadet Kelly.
I like this picture where they cut off the
heads.
Kind of Cadet Kelly's
but then you have the two twins above, so there's just like a really long bodies of the two twins.
Cadet Kelly, I think possibly one of our longest, if not the longest episodes. It was a different era of the show where
Hilary Duff and Christy Carlson Romano.
Yes.
Go to like boot camp.
Wow. So I didn't like this as much as I thought I would, but it's still a pretty good movie.
Yeah. I would put it above, maybe below Quince. Yeah.
No, I can live with that.
Yeah, below Quince. Cadet Kelly. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Hilary Duff and Christy Carlson Romano, who were on...
Shout out to leg cramp.
Who were on...
oh, my God.
Both in Even Stevens. No. Right? No. Even Stevens...
Hilary Duff was on Lizzie McGuire. And then... a show so good, we didn't get to watch the movie because it went to theaters.
Rip. Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Speaking of Christy Carlson Romano's cohort on...
Shia LaBeouf.
Even Stevens is True Confessions. So I'm trying to think of the other ones, but it might just be Color of Friendship and True Confessions as serious movie where Shia LaBeouf plays a boy with autism.
Yeah.
Whose dad...
He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
He is an asshole.
And his sister is all about film and videos, a little basic See, that's what I'm saying, Adele. That's why I'm like
I did go back to the A's. I did give him the A.
I think it's ranked pretty highly on my personal letterboxed list of but it's one where it's like I can't remember. But I like a Christmas movie, and I think it's definitely the best Christmas Disney Channel movie.
Fair enough.
So I think True Confessions, it's a serious movie. It's about a girl who basically films a documentary about her brother who has autism, and she kind of also isn't the nicest to her brother either.
No. But there's a lot of growth there, and she learns to really just kind of appreciate him and understand him more as she records.
But like The Color of Friendship, I don't think Jacob likes this one as much. So we may put it at the end of the A's.
That's okay.
Jacob's like, there's nothing magical about autism. Despite what movies maybe make you think. Like The Accountant, starring Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, yeah.
All right, Lindsay Lohan in Get a Clue.
Just for being Lindsay Lohan, shout out Parent Trap. She's got to get some love, I think, a little love.
Well, this movie is a mystery movie that
which has a different ending.
I believe if we can trust IMDb trivia, had an ending that they changed so that in some ways some of the movie doesn't make sense, or there's like dangling threads that don't add up. I don't think this movie's that good.
Lindsay Lohan, though, one of the biggest stars at the time of her time, child actor.
Well, I don't need to. What do you think? Like, adds an extra star? I don't give a shit.
Could you imagine if Parent Trap was a Disney Channel original movie?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, man.
I rewatched Parent Trap before we watched.
That'd be like an SSS.
Well, not Parent Trap. Oh, wait, you're saying Parent Trap or Freaky Friday?
Parent Trap.
Yeah, that movie's better than Freaky Friday. It's
really good.
So where are you feeling? Where would you want to put Get a Clue?
Maybe below Mom's Got to Date with a Vampire. Just one to your left. Yeah, right there. You think it's one less? One or two less? That might as well even go one more to the right. Put Halloween Town 2
No,
ahead
it's
of
better
it.
than Halloween Town 2. All right. So this next one, because we haven't actually, I can't remember the last time I saw Jacob.
Is that an animated one?
I try not to think about him very much. Is Gotta Kick It Up, starring America Ferrera, who was
is this the jump rope one?
No, that's Jump In. This is Si Se Puede.
Oh, okay. Si Se Puede.
You gotta kick it up.
Okay.
So this, America Ferrera was just in Barbie, and I watched that towards the
Haven't
end of the year because it popped up on Max finally.
Okay.
And America Ferrera's actual husband is in the movie, and at first I was kind of like, oh, they downplay her husband and like they kind of treat him badly in the movie, or just like he doesn't matter. But then it's like her actual husband, so I'm like, okay, well that's not bad. But at the end, he's like practicing Spanish or whatever, and he says "Si se puede," and I was like, whoa!
Is that a reference?
So then I went on like. I typed it into like, because everybody's talked about Barbie so much, so there was at least like other person or a couple people tweeting about it.
The recognized
so,
it.
I don't know if it was an actual reference because I'm sure it's just like a phrase that people say in
I
Spanish.
think we probably looked it up. I don't remember what it means.
I think this movie was pretty good.
This one where they go to like Spain and stuff, or like
this is a cheerleading movie, I believe, kind of in the mold of like teacher goes to a school with like underprivileged kids, and she brings them together into a good cheer team or something like that.
Yeah, I can't make enough arguments to say that it's a bad film.
I'll say bottom B for now.
That's fine.
All right, so this is, I'm pretty sure, the original Halloween Town.
Yeah, this one, it's got at minimum it's a high B probably for me. Yeah, I know you don't like the Halloween Town movies, so I won't argue for the A, but I think it's a really high B, like the highest B.
I'll put it below the other me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Halloween Town movies, I don't know. I really.
So
really
to
like
speak more about, because we kind of got off on the wrong foot because we talked about Calabar's Revenge first.
Yeah.
So Halloween Town 1, as I said, very monumental film for 90s kids.
Yeah.
Which I do not identify as.
Lucas does not like the ghost
We were born in 93.
He does not like Benny the skeleton.
You call out the one sequence of the movie that's actually fun, and it's about 3 minutes long.
Collecting the Draculas.
And Benny the cab driver is hardly in the movie.
I just like Halloween movies, so I don't. Yeah.
I mean, so do I.
Yeah. Halloween Town.
But I would say, in some ways, Under Wraps, the remake, has more Halloween like decorations and shit than Halloween Town.
Then again, that one
Halloween Town looks like they went to like some off the highway pumpkin patch and just filmed it there.
The new Under Wraps movie was made 20 years after. You know
what Halloween Town doesn't have? CGI leaves.
That's true. No, I think it's. I would even put it above the other me.
No, I know you would.
Yeah.
You'd put it probably in a fucking S.
No.
This is what I think of you.
I'm thinking of you as.
Sorry. One moment.
Well, they can't hear anything.
And we're back. Yeah, they couldn't hear any of that.
Just hit me in the jaw.
All right. So Halloween Town is not as good as the other me.
Fine.
Another movie that's not as good as the other me, A Ring of Endless Light.
Ring Around the Rectum.
A rare DCOM that I watched. I've watched 2 times.
What actor is that?
That's Ryan Merriman.
Yeah, so that's Ryan Merriman again.
Well as Misha Barton.
Oh, man.
Who says the great line, Basil. Did you say Basil?
I remember that. I don't really remember too much about it.
It's
I
kind
really
of
don't.
at moments is so bad it's good movie, but it's not very good.
Put it. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
All right. So now a movie I feel like Jacob is gonna feel like he remembers better than he does is Scream Team.
There's like a home out in the middle of nowhere and all these like weird ghouly ghostly figures.
I think I
all
get
kinda
Scream
like,
Team mixed up with Girl vs. Monster.
Oh.
As I was trying to think about Girl vs. Monster, because in my list I was looking at, I'm like, I got Girl vs. Monster rated pretty lowly on my Letterboxd list, and I'm like, do I really remember what happened in that
So
movie?
Scream Team, is that the one where like the parents like they get escaped? Like the parents are going around and collecting the.
No, that's Girl vs. Monster.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't really remember too much about Scream Team. Put her above Lindsay Lohan. I don't remember too much about that.
All right, so now a movie I did refamiliarize myself with. You Wish. A movie I thought was pretty good at the time we watched.
Like, so he wishes his brother away, right?
He hates his fucking brother.
Yeah.
Spencer Breslin, get out of my life.
Yeah.
And
And
then
it's played by the actor that plays Twitty from Even Stevens. Is the
older brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's got the girl, or you're saying the girl?
Oh yeah, both of them. Yeah, both
Both
of them.
of
Both
them?
of them for Even
It's
Stevens.
got it's a side character, even
Twitty
Stevens
and Miranda.
movie.
Twitty and Miranda.
So it's got Spencer Breslin, who gets wished in the alternate universe to being like a child star.
Yeah.
Who wears like a funny backwards.
What big movies was Spencer Breslin in?
Wasn't he in like the Santa Claus or something?
Oh yeah, he plays one of the elves.
He was in The Happening, and he gets like shot with a shotgun. And that was in his darker teen years.
Yikes.
But this has an amazing needle drop where the older brother is so despondent in this alternate reality, and they play Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles.
Oh.
And that was a very exciting moment I remember when we watched that movie. So I think this movie was pretty good.
Yeah, no. Below Cadet Kelly. Yeah.
Why did we do this?
Okay.
Cadet Kelly's better than Quince.
Yeah.
Let's just be real.
That's fair.
We had our fun with Quince, but Cadet Kelly's a better
It's Quince.
It's Quince. All right.
Ooh.
Right on Track, starring Oscar winner
Ooh.
Brie Larson.
She's one of the. Isn't she in Marvel now? She's
Well, I don't think anybody wants to talk about the Marvels too much right now, and probably including Brie Larson.
Okay.
But it's about two girls who are racetrack
Fast, like drag racing, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like this movie very much. They have a friend who like hangs out with them in their trailer. I think he eats like beans at some point.
Oh man.
We liked the friend. I don't think this movie was very good though.
Does it even go in like the D?
Sure.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Even Stevens movie. Jacob likes this one. Jacob likes Christy Carlson Romano and Shia LaBeouf.
I think you can talk me into it being in a C.
Yeah.
Where do you want it to be in the C's?
What about ahead of Xenon? What about there?
Sure.
You okay with that?
So, Even Stevens was a show I remember watching as a kid, but I didn't have cable as a kid, so I didn't watch a ton of Disney Channel.
Yeah.
And there's a number of Disney Channel original movies that are either like in the middle of series or they're like capstones. They're like a final episode kind of movie series, so to speak. And sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should check out Wizards of Waverly Place. I don't think I actually felt that after watching that movie. But with the Even Stevens movie, I was like, I definitely don't want to watch the show.
It's a lot different than the show.
A commenter of like an Even Stevens podcast commented on our episode, he's like, it's not like the show really. I'm like, well, don't worry, I'm still not going to watch Even Stevens.
Maybe we'll watch the show one day. But
what the fuck are you talking about? If we're gonna watch a series, we're gonna watch High School Musical, the series, the High School Musical, the musical, the series.
The series, yes.
But we're not going to watch that because I think those episodes are kind of long.
So we just mentioned the Twitty and Miranda, or no? So we just mentioned Christy Carlson Romano and
yeah, I mean it's
Kelly.
Even Stevens. I mean,
yeah.
Like, I don't think we need to contextualize it too
Even
much.
Stevens, but they go to like an island. They won like a prize to go to this fancy island, but it's like all
it's
a
like
TV
a prank show.
It's prank show / like Truman Show vibes, but not really. I don't know. Like they don't know that they're going to this island to be on TV. So it's kind of it's fun.
All right. Now the
fun
next
there.
question. Will you allow Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off to be
Not
an
an
S
S
tier?
Not an S.
Come
not
on.
An S. Not an S.
Dustin,
Not an S.
weigh in. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off
Not an
has
S.
to be an S. That
No.
dog gets so messy in the cooking scene.
High A.
I'd say highest A. I think
High A.
I don't want to like look at my list.
Yeah. It's probably your.
I think
your
it's
top
like
5.
It is in my top 5.
Yeah. I
will say, when I rewatched Don't Look Under the Bed, I'm like, this isn't as good as I remember it
Yeah.
being. And I was like, is Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off my favorite movie now?
Ooh.
Friendship ended with Don't Look Under the Bed. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off is now my favorite DCOM.
Yikes.
All right.
A high A. 'Cause we had Dustin on for that one too. You know, Guy Fieri vibes with it. Fieri.
I'd say Bobby Flay vibes.
Ooh, Bobby Flay vibes.
So honestly, a franchise I forgot existed until just this moment, and we
The
watched
Cheetah
3
Girls.
of these movies.
When you said Si Se Puede, I for whatever reason thought Cheetah Girls. Is that the first one or which one is it?
It is the first one. Featuring the
there's-
dog who gets stuck in like a sewer at the
I
end of the
think
movie.
I think we got to give a little love to Cheetah Girls. Maybe below the vampire one. Mom's Got to Date with the Vampire.
It's not better than Descendants 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Cheetah Girls just isn't like, you know, our demographic, I would say, but there's got to be some respect.
See, that's not fair,
Okay.
because we're going to get to Cheetah Girls One World. And
And
I'm
like
going to
a
be
lot
putting
more.
that up higher than this movie.
Ooh.
It's just this movie's bad.
Okay.
So if you remember, Cheetah Girls 1
One
is the one with like the animal masks.
Yeah.
Where they get like a record
With their
contract.
first signing, yep.
And it's
They
just-
wanted to be pandas and cheetahs and stuff, yeah.
The real question is, what is Cheetah Girls 2 about? Because I don't know if I remember that
don't
one that well.
What's the one where they go to like Barcelona? Is that the third
That's
one? One World?
that is Cheetah Girls 2.
Oh, okay.
Cheetah Girls One World is when they go to India.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't like it's Raven Simone,
Yeah.
but that's
Shout
not
out
that
Raven,
meaningful.
that's so Raven. Yeah, that's
Full
fine.
Court Miracle.
Oh, Judah Maccabee. Yo, shout out to Judah. Big game.
Judah Maccabee of actual biblical fame. It's not just like we don't necessarily fully have an appreciation for who Judah Maccabee was.
Let's put Judah underneath Halloween Town too.
Oh, you're going that low?
Or were we thinking higher, a little higher than that?
I could put it like here.
That's okay. we're just a couple off. You know, we were close.
Judaism isn't magical enough. There's actually
There's
magic,
magic.
in Full Court
Like
Miracle.
the lights flicker on and off. They have to turn on some power. That has a big game. We love our big games.
So Pixel Perfect.
This is one where
This is not-
Is this Phil of the Future, the actor?
I don't know. Do you think that's Phil of the
I
Future?
think it is.
Do we need to investigate?
But this is where he like
creates a
look at
virtual
Pixel
girl?
Perfect. Yeah, he creates like a virtual girl. I want to say it's the actor for Phil of the Future.
Does that make it a better movie if it is?
Yeah, gotta give some. Yeah, I think it is. Was his Roscoe? Was that his name?
I don't know.
We're doing a little behind the scenes here.
A teen uses a holograph to create a pop star for his friend's band. This is when I told you about
It must be
Raviv
Raviv
Ullman.
Ullman.
You're saying that's Phil of the Future?
Yeah, there he is.
43 episodes. He didn't even make it to 60.
No, it like cut off weird. I remember being upset when Phil of the Future ended.
And there was no movie either.
Yeah.
I think Pixel Perfect is not a good movie, but it has such insane
It's
shit
really
in it.
weird premise. It's kind of got like, I'm not saying it's as good as Can of Worms, but it's kind of got that vibe, or even like vibes of like.
It's probably one of like the latest era like DCOMs of like them still making just
Or-
like weird genre movies.
I would say
that.
like vibes like Can of Worms or Planet Weird, Stepsister from Planet Weird kind of. It's just like a weird movie, but yeah,
Vibes based. I think it could be a top C movie.
yeah, that's okay. Another Lawrence, right? Another Lawrence.
Yeah, that's why when you're like, it's the movie with the Lawrence brothers, I'm like, well,
He's
this
in a
guy's
lot.
in a lot of
He's
these
in a
movies.
lot of
So this
movies.
is youngest Lawrence. What if he was blind?
a blind wrestler. True
What,
story.
what if he was?
right? I believe
He's a wrestler, but he's gay. I mean, he's blind.
blind and gay.
So going to the mat, he is a blind wrestler. Also has Zero from Holes in it, who is just a skinny wrestler.
Really skinny.
I thought this movie was like a decent sports movie,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have a ton going for it.
No.
I'll be upfront. The blind kid is kind of an asshole. I didn't like him very much.
Put it above Alley Cat Strike.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
This has to be. Like, would you give it an A? You think it's?
Realistically, I think it's more. I think it's more of a
A.
B, but you know, nostalgia's a hell of a drug, so I wasn't sure how high up it would go.
Let's do it below Halloween Town.
All right, so contextualizing it, Xenon. We talked about the sequel earlier.
Yeah.
Very early Disney Channel.
Love Xenon.
Early enough that they would say "Girl of the 21st Century" because it wasn't the 21st century.
No, and they have it's just one of the kind of the staple.
Zetus Lapidus.
Zetus Lapidus
has
zoom,
Raven Simone.
Zoom. And my heart
We'll talk about Protozoa.
Supernova. Zoom,
We have
zoom,
up next
zoom.
then the slap to the face of the Xenon fans, Z3, where they recast the pop star Protozoa.
Protozoa, baby. We got maybe
Where Protozoa was actually like the extra important in like Z2.
Yeah, they go and find him out at like some island.
It's like a hermit or something.
Maybe put it above the.
This is a pretty bad movie.
Endless
I think
Light.
I think it maybe even gets down to D tier.
Keep it low C.
I don't know if you remember this movie. This is like about like a race on the moon, and like they have horrible looking CG cars. And then there's like a moon goddess that shows up or some shit.
Oh, lowest C, just for
Xenon.
Yeah.
All right, so the Brenda Song
We might
movie
be able
that
to move it.
Jacob maybe got mixed up with
yes,
the ultimate
yeah.
Christmas present. Stuck in the Suburbs.
This is where the Justin Bieber type gets stuck there, and they have to like kind of protect him from like paparazzi and stuff. I think this is an okay movie.
I think so too.
I don't know if it's necessarily a B.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe above the
Horse Sense.
yeah, right there below Pixel Perfect. Stuck in the Suburbs, yeah. Brenda Song and can't think of the other girls.
Panabaker?
Yeah.
Danielle Panabaker, I
Yeah.
think. So
Yeah, that
Tiger
was okay.
Cruise, maybe one of our more controversial
The
episodes
military-industrial complex.
that then introduced our
9/11. It's about
longest
9/11.
running segment.
Yeah.
Never remember.
Never remember.
Where we discuss if the main characters
Could stop 9/11.
because this movie happens during 9/11
Happens during 9/11.
and they didn't do enough to stop it.
No.
So this is who I almost got mixed up with Danielle Panabaker, Hayden Panettiere.
Panettiere,
I
yeah.
think also Spencer Breslin's in this one.
The brother.
I think Spencer Breslin's just in all movies.
Just, yeah. In a lot.
This movie's pretty bad. It is very thinly veiled American like propaganda, which would have come out I think in 2004, so post the Iraq War. So not really what not to get political, but
Put it above Under Wraps too.
but Two Gay Dads. Where's Under Wraps 2?
Right next to it. Yeah, right there.
I mean, it's a movie.
Yeah.
They
Serious issues.
it's got Bill Pullman in it.
Yeah.
They fairly well recreate, or it feels like they're on a aircraft carrier.
I feel like they are. They have to be. Yeah, just it's a serious movie, you know. So it's not a True Confessions type or a Color Friendship.
Yeah,
type.
this is a serious DCOM, but it's they could have picked better subject matter.
Yeah.
Not too sympathetic
Is
for
this
me.
the third one? Is that
It's probably of the so far the ones we've come out with. So, you mean Halloween Town?
Halloween
High?
Town.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is the
third
third
one.
Halloween Town movie, and controversially, I would say this was like the
Better
first
than-
one where I'm like, I kind of like this movie.
better than the second one for sure.
Yes. And where's that?
Yeah, way over there. Ooh.
So this has also, I think, the earliest appearance of Lucas Grabeel,
From High School
who
Musical.
will be in High School Musical.
Maybe above even Stevens' movie, or maybe below.
I think we maybe
Mom's Got a
drop it
Date.
there.
Okay.
I like Descendants 3 more.
Do you want to move Descendants?
You know what? No, I think that's fair. We can put it here. Where do you want me to move Descendants 3?
I mean, like
To S tier?
I mean, did you want to maybe move Descendants? I mean, if you really love Descendants 2, would you want to move it ahead
That's
of
3. Don't
three.
put words in my
3?
mouth.
Do you want to move it ahead of Mom's Got a Date?
No, I think Mom's not. I like the Halloween, the spooky vibes.
Yeah.
Those kids are so bad. It's the guy from
The dad or the vampire himself.
the Revenge of the Nerds. No, the Vampire Hunter. I don't remember who the vampire is.
Oh yeah.
All right. Don't look now, or now you look, or
Now you see me or whatever, right? This is the magic one.
I think this is Now You Look. Now You See Me, I think, is the Jesse
I
Eisenberg
don't think
movie.
it's an F.
No, I'm just.
No. Oh, okay.
I
was
gotta-
like an F. I was like,
I gotta
Lucas,
hold it
it's not-
somewhere.
It's not that bad.
It's not a very good movie though.
No, I feel
This
like we
was
have
the
so
episode that Jacob, or Sam Blazing cold called me and like late at night and be like, "You guys, when you gonna do Now You See Me or whatever?" I'm like, "What? Are you okay?" And he's like, "I need to be on that episode." I'm like, "Okay." And then we tried to get him on the episode and he couldn't do it.
Oh.
So then we got Dustin on this episode. I'm pretty sure.
Dustin, can you confirm? Are you still here? Is anybody here? Can we get ones in the chat?
We got. It looks like we got 4 people right now.
Oh, okay.
So I like this girl. She'll also be in Cowbells. Like,
Yeah.
I think she was also in
had
Phil of the
sisters.
Future.
Yeah. She had a sister, I believe.
Two gay sisters?
Allie and AJ, right?
Yes, Allie. She is. I think Allie.
Okay.
But this
Magic.
is
I like Magic. Put it ahead
But is
of
it-
Tiger Cruise.
Tiger Cruise.
To the left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's good. So this is Buffalo
Oh,
Dreams.
Buffalo Dreams. This is about people like motocross on like native land.
This movie is almost about nothing. This is like
Is this a high F or a low D?
This is like the pinnacle. Like, I don't remember this movie existing.
No.
And when we were talking about doing this, Jacob's like, "Yeah, I think we'd be fine." And I'm like, "Jacob, do you remember Buffalo Dreams?"
I mean, right? It's people. It's just biking, just regular biking on just like native land, and they were destroying the wildflowers and stuff, and they were spray painting. I think like a swimming hole and stuff.
It's about a kid. It's
a
about.
serious movie,
Kind
it's,
There's also the point where the kid looks like Brother Love because he gets so sunburnt, and they rub aloe vera on him, and he looks like a roast goose.
I do remember that.
It's mostly about a kid who moves to
Maybe-
a place he doesn't want to move to, and then he like.
3 to the right. Put it above Tiger Cruise. Oh, you want to keep going right?
There.
That's fine. I won't argue with that. That's okay.
It's like maybe having a little low connection at times, but
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
the biggest thing is if we're still coming through
Can you
verbally.
see us?
I mean, we're dropping some frames. They're not going to lose too much high octane action of me moving stuff
I
around.
mean, we're just sitting here. We're just chilling.
Somebody's
we've been doing this-
streaming in this house.
We've been doing this for an hour and a half already, right?
At least.
Wow.
All right. Kim Possible. So the
Animated.
Drama. Is this So the Drama, the movie?
I believe so. And we had Sam on this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Kim Possible fan, so this movie didn't do a ton for me.
What about Below Descendants 3?
Sure. I don't give a fuck.
We're gonna have so many C's, and is that, I don't know, maybe that's normal. I don't know. I C's just kind of that
I
mid pack.
mean, we got like a normal distribution going here.
I think
we
it's
got a
fair.
few outliers on the top and bottom.
Yeah.
I think we're going to take a big break, stretch our legs a bit, maybe take some snacks in.
That's okay.
And,
I mean, we can just stay on mic. I don't know. Do you want to get off mic, or should we just?
well, so I can stand up.
Okay. Well, you can stand up.
I'm
on
not wearing
camera.
pants, Jacob.
Fuck.
Ah! We back.
We're back. We've done 68 movies. I just counted them all.
Had to get some snacks in us.
Got some peach rings in my belly.
We're just blowing right through nap time. So
Yeah. Snoozle poozle.
So next is Go Figure. So this is a movie I remember watching and being like, this movie's kind of like surprisingly good.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to be a movie that Jacob remembers nothing about.
So she
so
does
if I want to
figure
be
skating,
like,
but she wants to do hockey too. Mm-hmm. So was it her dad that wanted her to be a figure skater, or did she just like doing both? I can't remember what the.
I think she needed to play hockey to like get a scholarship or something.
Okay.
I don't really remember.
I remember.
Or she
I
needed
remember
to
her
do it to
coach
like
in
get
it.
like rink time.
Her
or...
coach had like a hair up in a bun, an older lady, right?
I feel like this is like an A tier movie.
High B.
Highest B.
Highest B.
So Life is Rough.
Kyle Massey. Our
Alleged child predator.
yeah, that's an automatic F. No, it's a low D or
I think it could be an F. I think the biggest differentiator is that it doesn't have the courtroom scene of You Lucky Dog.
For that episode, right? That was the one he gave us the shout out.
I mean, I paid him for
the
it.
intro. We got him on the intro.
I paid him $60 or whatever on Cameo. It does have some dumb skateboarding shit in it, but
Yeah.
I think it's not a very good movie.
Yeah.
Another not very good movie is the Proud Family movie.
One of just a few animated ones, though. I like the Proud Family series. In this one, they go to like a peanut
I think this
people
movie
land.
is like one of the most like this is not like the show at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they leave where they live.
Yeah,
and
there's like a race of peanut people on like a tropical island. I
it's-
really didn't like this movie.
I like the Proud Family show. The movie was, I
You
agree.
like the Proud Family, but not the Color of Friendship. Interesting.
That's fine right there.
You think?
Put it above the live action Kim Possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Will you allow Can of Worms as an S tier?
Mike Pillsbury, yes. Yes. That's an S.
Can of Worms is very much cut from the same cloth of Don't Look Under the Bed, of a genre movie, because that early Disney Channel original movies, before they stumbled upon like musicals and stuff like that, they didn't really have a set identity. It's just like, these are movies for kids.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool. Can of Worms is a
It's
sci-fi
weird.
movie. Don't Look Under the Bed is a horror movie.
Like in like a separate category, I would group probably Can of Worms with Pixel Perfect, with help me out here, Stepsister from Planet Weird, and there's maybe one other one, just kind of just weird,
sure,
weird
you can say
decom.
that genre is science fiction.
There we go.
Though I wouldn't put the Xenon movies.
No, I was gonna say I wouldn't put Xenon with them, and maybe even maybe not even, probably not Proof Point, but yeah, it's just kind of a weird.
You're such a fucking.
It's a weird movie, but it almost doesn't. It is a DCOM, but it almost doesn't feel like one. It's just really, it's really weird. It's one of the really. Is this the second one or one of the first movies?
No, it's not. It's definitely not the second or third
No.
movie. It's within like the first 10
10
I
or so.
think.
Really weird
It's
movie.
very
really
weird.
fun.
It implies at some point that Mike Pillsbury is maybe the child is an alien, actually, because he tells the story about an alien race, and then he meets that alien, and then it holds its hand up to him.
There's a garbage monster in it. A garbage alien monster. It's
he's
really
a lawyer.
wild. Yeah.
There's a kind of a sexy floating fish head girl.
Oh golly, now I remember her. It's just a bizarre film, but it's a fun one. It's not like this is like dumb, it's a fun movie. I would recommend that one too. Yeah,
It's a personal favorite of mine. One I have watched 2 times. And I think didn't necessarily hold up better than Don't Look Under the Bed. I think it's just I had Don't Look Under the Bed on such a pedestal.
Yeah.
Can of Worms was like, I still like this movie.
Yeah. No.
Some ways I maybe would say Eddie $1 Million Cook-Off is better than Can of Worms, but in some ways I might put all of these movies in S tier, but Jacob would not allow it.
I think just S is like the pinnacle.
Well, here's a definite not S movie. Twitches.
Go Twitches
With
Go
Tia
Twitches.
Tamara.
Go Twitches. Is this how many were there? 2? Just
Yes.
2?
as well as
I
Twitch's
think
TOO.
I think we did. I don't remember which one we liked better.
This
we don't
one,
like
but they're both bad.
Yeah, so we don't. Let's give this one a low D, and we can give the next one an F. The second one and the sequel an F.
Okay.
Fair. Lowest D for Twitches.
Yeah.
TNTR Maori, Sister.
I'll
Fame.
give them better than you, Lucky Dog.
Give them even above Proof Point.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. I'm working here for the people. Oh.
Will you allow High School Musical to be an S tier?
I would even put it above Can of Worms.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Obviously, High School Musical was a watershed movie for
Yeah.
Disney Channel.
The realest of the real. Zac Efron. His career just... He's a movie star. Still is. Still making movies. He's in that wrestling movie that just
Iron
came
Claw.
out. Iron Claw that just
That
came
was his
out.
first real movie in quite a while, but I think he had didn't he have something weird with his fucking jaw or something?
Surgery? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he broke his jaw.
But High School Musical, we don't really need to say too much more. It's a musical about high school. I think it's the most viewed DCOM ever. Most popular. It's
High
most
School
popular.
Musical 2.
Okay, 2 was.
I'm pretty sure.
But I mean 1 because of I don't know. Yeah, it's just,
Put respect on its name.
Paul Hohen or
Nope.
No, this was
Kenny Ortega.
Kenny Ortega. I can't remember.
How many wrong factoids can you get in a row?
All of them.
It's
all of them.
Middle School Musical. Fuck. Elementary School. Ah, fuck.
Those 2 directors are our Paul Hohen and Kenny Ortega are our favorite.
Paul Hohen is one of my most watched directors on Letterboxd.
Ooh, Cowbells.
I think I like Cowbells a fair bit.
Yeah, that was so. This has Allie and AJ
Together at last.
and
The rich. If you
They visit.
pardon my language, the rich bitches.
Rich bitches. They visit their aunt's farm. No, right? Don't they go out to the farm?
I think it's their dad runs a milk factory or something, and he wants them to shadow there. And they're like, "Oh, I broke my nail." But
I remember them having to put on the hairnets,
And
and then
then
they work there, and they're
there's,
really
a
bad.
weird-
They ruin stuff.
But then there's somebody who embezzles from the company, so they got no money left or something.
Oh, I don't remember all that. Yeah, low B is fine.
I'll put it above CC
That's fine.
Florida.
That's fine.
All right,
Brenda
Wendy
Song.
Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Oh God, I don't remember really what all happens in this one.
It has some very fun action scenes.
Yeah.
But I remember a lot of the rest of the movie being kind of dull.
Yeah, I don't really remember a lot of. I mean, I know the name. I remember the movie name, but I don't really remember too much from it. Maybe put it above Rip Girls. I don't know. You think it's that high of a C? I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a forgettable movie for me. Maybe yeah, that's okay.
All right, Read It and Weep. I believe that's what this one's
Panabaker?
called. Both.
Oh yeah,
Younger and Elder.
Elder.
This one is another. This is in the Pixel Perfect camp where it's I don't love this movie, but it goes very weird where it's she writes the story and then the character is in her head or something.
Yeah.
She's maybe you can read into it she's insane or something
Because
that.
that's the character that people at school are friends with, right? Or the people look up to her, or they
I can't remember if it's a situation where she's hiding that she
writes her into existence and it becomes a real person, or is it all just
I don't know.
Is she schizophrenic?
All right. Investigation that clearly we aren't equipped to.
I mean, we did a lot of movies. We did over 5 years.
A schoolgirl's, Kay Panabaker, journal becomes a bestseller after she accidentally hands it in as a homework assignment.
Oh, okay.
Directed by Paul Hohen.
Paul Hohen movie. So I mean, we're not can't hate on Paul Hohen.
So where did I drop that?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe above Endless Light, 4 to the left. Right there.
I mean, it's better than Alley Cat Stray.
Okay. Keep going. 2 more to the left. There's a certain point for me. Okay, we're after that one. Okay, just keep going. Go 2 more. Above Frankie Muniz. Yeah, right there.
Judah Maccabee beats the shit out of it.
The sisters.
All right, let's do another quick research. What is Cheetah Girls 2 about? The Cheetah Girls 2.
A teenage vocal group whose members are also best friends continue their crusade to become a top pop group. One member decides to enter the group in a Barcelona music festival, and the girls are limited.
Oh, yes.
Are thrilled. Viva España.
Because they have the song.
There's a really good song. There's some really good dance.
Cheetah Sisters, Amigas Cheetahs. That's the one from the end.
Where did we rank the other one? Was that the first one we ranked?
Cheetah Girls. Yeah. Right there.
So
I think I like it a little less than the original.
Maybe below Halloween Town.
Sure.
Well, we're okay with that.
We're getting long enough in where I'm like, I don't fucking care. All right, now speaking of Halloween Town, controversially, Halloween Town returned to Halloween Town, the fourth and final Halloween Town movie,
Marnie.
Where they recast Marnie. And only Marnie.
It's very.
They even bring back her brother, and they didn't recast him.
Debbie Reynolds isn't in this one, is she?
I don't think so. Let's check. I'm not gonna full screen this one.
No, Debbie Reynolds.
Return to Halloween Town.
She says she's in there.
I don't know if that's. It also says Kimberly J. Brown.
Oh yeah.
See, they got the mom still.
Yeah.
Lucas Grabeel continued in this one.
Yeah.
They almost got... That looks kind of like Debbie Reynolds.
Professor.
It says that Debbie Reynolds, so...
Maybe she has a little... I don't remember the fourth one, too.
I mean, I think she was still alive.
Do you remember a lot about that one?
I remember... I think I like it the most out of all of them.
Really?
Which I know is heresy, because I don't give a fuck about Marnie. So, I like this movie more than... So.
Should we put it above the Kim Possible movie?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like this one.
No NCs.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot.
Yeah.
All right, jump in. Corbin Bleu.
Well, this was before
and Keke Palmer.
Before or after High School Musical? After.
Of course, after.
This is hopscotch or double Dutch tournaments. Yeah. It was a fun one.
It is.
Maybe above Cowbells, or maybe even above Jet Jackson.
I like the sound of that.
We like that.
So interesting. Here's Johnny Tsunami. That's pretty late for us though. But Johnny Kapahala
back on board.
Potentially our worst episode ever.
You think so?
Sam Blasing is on one. Ironically, didn't even drink that much or at all for that episode.
Maybe above the Proud Family movie.
Where's
in D?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just gets. This is similar to my list, where probably a lot of these movies I've rated like 2 stars or 1.5 stars. But yeah, I don't think it is a C movie.
Maybe even above Buffalo Dreams.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it.
There we go.
There's some like cool tricks.
Yeah. Johnny Tsunami's another OG staple.
I think it's got the girl who goes on to be in The Christmas Prince for Netflix.
Okay.
So High School Musical 2.
This is where they go out to like a country club.
They get summer jobs.
Yeah.
So a little peek behind the curtain. We were trying to record our High School Musical 3 episode last weekend, but I got COVID. So we did not.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I actually do still have a chance to maybe watch High School Musical 2 again before we watch High School Musical 3. Where did it go? Because I don't remember liking High School Musical 2 very much. But I want to maybe give it another chance before High School Musical 3. So basically, don't expect the High School Musical 3 episode immediately. Maybe next month even.
Yeah.
High School Musical 2, though.
Maybe above the Even Stevens movie. One up right above you. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Right below Halloween Town, but right above Freaky Friday. High School Musical.
You mean Under Wraps?
Or Under Wraps, sorry. It's I mean, it's the biggest DCOM ever.
There's some good shit.
Yeah.
Like the baseball thing.
Like the songs. Like, it's a musical. We like the music.
I mean, I would hope so. It's kind
Yeah,
of in its title.
Yeah.
All right.
it's okay. Oh,
Another
and
controversial one,
Cody
but
Art-
one I think you're more in tune with me. Or do you
Yeah.
like this movie?
I think it's our most viewed video on YouTube.
It
isn't
is. Cadet
So
Kelly beat it for a brief period of time.
It's
but
gotta get a little.
Cody has to be number one.
He's an arsehole.
I would put it in the D's.
I would put it above the Proud Family movie. Or you think it's a little bit higher? Would you maybe give it a little bit higher than that? Maybe above even Tiger Cruise. 4 to the left, 4 or 5 to the left. A couple more.
How about here?
That's fine. We'll meet in the middle.
Honor reps to. Hey, let me tell you.
Two gay dads.
There's maybe some gay stuff going on between Cody and his friend in it, and Cody's friend has a very funny oh shit, I saw a mermaid out there. You gotta go save my boy, Cody.
Oh, yeah, I had a kid with the glasses. That was another OG DCOM.
So I think we already presaged
Yeah.
Twitches 2 as below Life is Rough, maybe.
Yeah.
Because there's some dumb skateboard shit in this movie. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kyle Massey, he had his audio for that video. That was
All
cool.
right.
Oh.
Minutemen. Definitely a high up movie for me.
Maybe above The Color of Friendship.
Wow, I'm surprised you would suggest such a thing.
I feel like that's where you would have it, though. That's why I suggested it.
Yeah. Another one I maybe could rewatch and place differently, but I think it's a pretty solid place. Luke Benward,
We had Dustin on for that
Jason
one.
Dolly,
Yeah.
and Luke Benward, not so much Dustin's guy, but it was actually in a lot of movies. But Jason Dolly, Dustin's guy.
Yes.
They travel back in time along with cousin Greg from Succession,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it's a fun movie.
Yeah. Fun film.
So this
Oh,
is
can't get into the Camp Rocks. Forgot all about this. I can't tell which one that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the
You zoom in
Alabama
on the
one.
picture.
I'm just trying to find the other Camp Rock. Where is it?
Is it even on there? Oh, there, Camp Rock.
Okay,
2.
so this is the first Camp
original
Rock.
one. Original Camp Rock. So this has just one of the Jonas Brothers, right?
Well,
Or
they got all of them,
all of them.
but Joe is the most prominent
main
one. Not enough Kevin in either movie.
We rock. Not enough Kevin. Never enough Kevin.
So
that's got to be. Is that? Are the Camp Rocks? Do you think they're low B's?
Camp Rock
High
2
Cs?
is in my top 10. I did not like Camp Rock 1 very much.
Let's put it above.
I think it's below High School Musical 2, in my opinion.
Maybe above Wendy Wu. A couple to the right.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
We like that. We like that.
We rock.
We rock.
So another one where I like the sequel more, Cheetah Girls One World.
Cheetah Sisters.
The only one I'm such a contrarian. I like the one with the new Marnie of Halloween Town movies. I like the Cheetah Girls movie where Raven
Without
Simone
Raven.
ain't even in it.
It's a little.
Who would have predicted that?
Racist? No. No.
Classic Jacob talking over a good joke I had about prediction because Raven, she sees the future.
Oh, that's a Raven.
So where do you see this one?
You thought
landing?
this is your favorite of them all?
Yes.
It's
It's got Bollywood stuff in it.
What about
This one is directed by Paul Hohen, I'm pretty sure.
What about Freaky Friday? 5th, 6 on C. Like that?
Do you like it?
Yeah, I'm
I
okay with
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
A movie I don't love though, Dad Napped.
Oh God.
Jacob don't remember shit about Dad Napped.
This has a lot of famous people, or a lot of people that we know in it, though,
Yeah,
right?
should we do an investigation?
Yeah, this one had a lot of people we know.
Somebody I think commented on the YouTube video saying this was like their favorite movie of all time, and
It has a lot. So Emily Osment from Hannah Montana.
Jason Earls from Hannah Montana.
From Hannah Montana.
This guy was from
Moises Arias from Hannah Montana. Phil Lewis from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
and this guy is from Wizards of Waverly Place, right? Yeah, this is
that's
the brother.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on one of our videos being like, he was my biggest crush. And I'm like, I don't know shit about
Is
him.
Jonathan Keltz, is he from anything?
He's from prison.
Oh, I mean, there were just a lot of people that we...
Looks like he's from a lot of like Lifetime or Hallmark movies,
Yeah.
but maybe not a Disney Channel
Yeah,
show.
I just remember, it has 3 Hannah Montana stars.
Oh, what the this kid got fucked up. Oh my god.
Moises Arias, yeah. Click the arrow. Is there any more?
Denzel Whitaker.
Seems
He
familiar.
was in.
He looks
I
familiar.
think he was like in a. I think he was in Camp Rock 2, maybe,
Looks
or was he
familiar.
in Starstruck? Gotta go back in time.
Oh my goodness.
He was in Black Panther. Black Dynamite. Dadnapped. Heard of it.
Heard of it? The Ant Bully.
No.
Yeah, so it just
Just
has a
one
lot
of those black guys that I mistakenly think is in other movies.
Oh my! So it's got a lot of Hannah Montana. You didn't like it though, huh? You weren't a
I mean, it's
fan.
enough to just be, hey, I know who those people are. Doesn't make it a good fucking movie.
No. Who was the?
Let me tell you
dad?
about movie 43.
That's
Who was the titular dad? Maybe it was the guy who we didn't know.
Okay, that's fine.
No, it's not. It's not that low.
Not that low. Maybe above. Back on board. Right there. That's fine. Right there. Give Cody props.
warmer. Okay,
Right there. Sweet spot. You hit it.
No, I think me googling stuff is that dropping our frames.
Uh-oh.
All right, Hatching Pete.
Oh, we love Hatching Pete.
Another
Jason
one.
Dolly.
Another one. I think I probably need to rewatch because I know people really hate Cletus, who is the brother from. He's
Another Google search.
Oh,
Cletus.
and we didn't switch back over to the other view.
Oh God, sorry.
Mitchell Musso. How could you forget that
Oh.
Mitchell Musso? He's your guy.
So he's the chicken. Mitchell Musso is the chicken in Hatching Pete. Jason Dolly is, I don't remember he's
the chicken.
Oh, he's the chicken. Oh yeah, and then they swap for the girl.
Well, Mitchell Musso's the chicken,
Yes.
but then he's got an allergy to the suit, and his family was always the chicken. So he's got all this pressure.
that's right.
But then Jason Dolly becomes the chicken,
but he's
and he
really
fucking
good.
kills
He's
it.
really good. So this girl falls for him, thinking
It's Mitchell Musso. though.
Musso,
and he's
so-
like, "That's my girl, though."
Dolly
Mitchell
does-
Musso's like, "I'm Cletus, fuck you."
Dolly does all the hard work, but doesn't get any of the riches.
So if I'm revealing
Above
again,
Cranston.
yeah.
Yeah, right there.
I mean, I'd
Oh.
even go. This is in my top 10.
Put it above motocross.
All right, Jacob saying no. It's not better than The Color of Friendship.
It's
I
a good
agree.
one, though. It's a good one. It's a
All
good
right, the Princess Protection Program.
This one has the gal from.
It's got Demi
Modern-
Lovato.
Modern Family.
No, Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez.
Okay.
It's not that good though. It's like she's like there's like a coup in Demi Lovato's country, I think.
Yeah. And
Or is
she
it
goes to
Selena
like
Gomez? No, it's Demi
She goes
Lovato's
to like
country.
an island, and then they train, right? They like train her. Doesn't
No.
she get trained? Or she's just there on this island that goes like.
She's like put
underground?
into protection. Yeah, that's like the beginning.
There's
That's
like
how they
some
like
kind of
escape
training.
her. Well, she gets sent to the Princess Protection Program.
Yeah.
And then she winds up with Selena Gomez and her dad for some reason.
Yeah, I don't.
This is tough.
Maybe above the Hannah or the Kim Possible movie, one row down to the left, far left. See. Maybe like in front of. I don't know.
I think I gotta go up here to do that.
That's fine. There we go.
Oh wait.
Princess Protection. There you go.
Speaking of Selena Gomez, we have the Wizards of Waverly Place
The
movie.
That one's got to be a higher C, or do you think that's even like a B? Or
No,
do you,
it's
do you
not
like
a
that
B.
one. Maybe above.
This is the one where their parents' memories get wiped
Yeah, and they go to the island.
and they have to get them back together.
Yeah, maybe above Wendy Wu. Or you think it's a really low C?
I think that's fine.
That's okay. We like that. We agree.
Starstruck. So this is a movie Jacob I remember liking a lot at the time. I want to look up the actor in Starstruck because he looks scary.
Sterling Knight. Oh, he's a goober.
Look at this guy.
Bad picture of him.
I mean, that's from the movie.
But
This
I
is
mean,
the official movie
he
trailer.
looks goofy.
I mean, that's him being goofy,
Yeah.
not just him being scary.
So like he doesn't want to like he doesn't want to be like the all of attention anymore. Is that what it is? And he's like with the girl who's like really
Well,
who kind of falls for him, but she didn't
he
like him
starts
to
out
begin with.
still being like a stuck-up asshole,
Yeah.
but as the movie goes along,
They walk around in the desert and stuff, and they're trekking across. They have to drive, and they ruin her car. Don't they drive her car into like a
her like
swamp or something?
it's not the worst. It's not the best.
Yeah,
It's somewhere in the seas. Let's figure it out.
somewhere in the seas. What about above Princess Protection?
Sure.
That's fine. We're getting down there. We only have about another row left.
And we're
so.
gonna have to gotta cut off in some places. So
Ooh.
Den Brother.
Oh.
This is a movie I don't remember a ton about.
So he takes over the role of, or like his little sister needs a den mother. So he, agrees to, like he dresses up like a woman at some point, doesn't he? Like a Mrs. Doubtfire kind of figure.
I think that sounds familiar. I'm just trying to
And
adjust.
he's just basically helping out his little sister because they don't have a den mother. There's some fun stuff in it. I don't know if it's a D, maybe
the bottom C.
bottom C. Yeah.
This is very hard to tell. This is Smart House.
Getting really. Oh, that's it. Got to be an S. Yeah.
Above or below Can of Worms?
Above Can of Worms.
I think I like Can of Worms a little bit more, but I am happy that we both agreed that Smart House
Yeah.
is an S tier.
Ryan Merriman, Smart House. This is like
Kate Siegel,
Late
I believe,
90s.
is the Smart House mom.
the mom. It's just really cool. They have vacuum floors. They have like things that shoot up food in the middle of their counters. The dance scene's fun.
They got a kick butt video screen.
Yeah. They wake up and they have like
Jacob and
full
Sam were on
monitors.
this episode. They
whole-
talked about him like jerking off.
I don't remember that.
You did.
I don't remember that at all. Well, because maybe you can watch whatever you want. Just giant porn screens. I don't know.
Listen to the
It's
episode.
fun. It's an OG movie. This is probably a 25-year-old movie that has just a lot of kind of fun stuff. It has a newspaper.
How predictive
retrieval
of the
system.
future was it?
Some stuff came true, I suppose.
All right, Camp Rock 2, the final jam.
Oh man, did we put the first one down there though already, or did we put the first
But the second one I think is a lot better.
one? I need to grab a drink of water.
So again, personally, I'd put this one
B.
I'd put this one A. If it was up to me.
What about above? 'Twas the Night.
Okay. This one had more of the dumb silliness I kind of thought Camp Rock 1 was going to have.
Yeah.
And better songs all over the place. More Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
All three of them.
All of them.
Featured prominently.
Yeah. They go to the other camp for this one.
Well, we learn about I can't remember if the other camp was mentioned in the first one or not. But yes. In classic summer camp fashion, there's got to be a rival camp who are more stuck-up rich kids, even though Camp Rock is about like future like celebrities.
Shout out Jonas Brothers, Can't
So,
complain. Can't complain with the Jonases.
I mean, I could, but
We only got a row left.
Avalon High, another movie.
Oh golly.
I don't know why this existed. I barely remember. It is about King Arthur shit with like high school.
Maybe put it above like Buffalo Dreams.
Yeah.
I think there's some things I liked in it. Yeah, it's kind of a forgettable film.
All right, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody,
F.
the movie. It is my personal worst movie we've
F.
ever watched.
The show I really liked. I didn't watch a lot of Sweet Life on Deck. I like that. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the show, was one of my favorite DCOM or Disney Channel
The movie
shows.
feels structured as if it's like the show,
so this
without
is,
a laugh track though.
Yeah, so it comes after. So it's based on like they're on
We don't-
the ship one.
I don't know if we need too much about the chronology. Yes,
But
it
they're
is.
trying to go to like college.
I think it's technically the Sweet Life on Deck movie. Or
Yeah.
something.
It's just bad.
It's got
Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
got Radio Rebel in it.
Okay.
I think, right? Lemonade Mouth. So this is a movie that I think the general DCOM fandom
Love.
likes better than we did. But it's not a bad movie.
No.
I just was disappointed by it. I thought I was going to like it a lot more. It does have one of, I probably would say, at least a top 10 DCOM song. She's So Gone.
I don't really remember that one.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Moni. Don't you remember Moni?
I remember them drinking. They have the old lemonade machine.
It's at the pizza parlor. Naomi Scott.
Lemonade mouth. She's so gone.
She's like on the tables.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Because she's
Bring me
like
back a little bit.
showing like her ex-boyfriend off or something.
Oh my.
These are some very high-res pictures. So that's a very good movie. It's not chilling like a villain, but it's a good song.
You think it's low B?
No.
Mid C. Mid to high C. High C. I like drinking high C. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's got like some more like it's got more like meat to it as far as like the relationship between the characters. We learn about like something about like her dad's in prison, right? The girl from Good Luck Charlie's dad is in prison. There's like a sickly cat. Don't you remember the sickly cat?
The dad in prison sounds familiar. Yeah.
Sharpay's Big Fat Greek Adventure.
That's an F.
I don't think I'd say it's an F, but it's definitely a D.
Yeah, I mean, we like Sharpay in the High School Musical movies. I like her in that, but I didn't need a whole movie just about her because she's just an annoying character.
I'll take it over the Poof Point.
Yeah.
Probably still not over Upside Down Magic.
And yeah, just not a fan.
All right, Phineas and Ferb across the who's it, what's it?
Exactly.
Jacob, movie Jacob can definitely weigh in on because he watched all of it.
Phineas and Ferb, the show I like. I don't remember. You think it's really wasn't too good? I don't remember too much. I like Phineas and Ferb, the show.
See, he doesn't do it for me. Unlike, as we established, unlike Dustin, I do not have a belly tattoo that has Agent Perry's butthole.
Oh my god!
Superimposed. Agent Perry superimposed over my belly, and his butthole is my belly button.
It was still good for an animated film.
Yeah. Maybe here.
That's fine.
All right, Geek Charming. This is the one with Sarah Hyland
from Family. Or from the ABC show, Modern Family.
I'm not gonna give it to you.
Modern Family.
I think I'd put this as an S, but
oh no,
I know you wouldn't allow it. Where do you?
Right
I think we both would agree it's an A. You'd put it.
Yeah.
Above Brink.
Yep.
I think it's a better movie than Brink. I think there's some aspects of Brink I maybe like more for it personally.
Yeah.
Good Luck Charlie.
Christmas.
It's Christmas. I think that's the name of the actual movie. I don't know.
There's paintball in it. I remember. Not the best movie.
Is this the Galaxies of Death movie? What's that got to do with golf?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one where you guys were insisting like, no, it's not called this. It's like I'm like no. And then
was Dustin on this one?
He was on this one because it is a Jason Dolly movie.
Oh, okay. Probably, yeah.
It's in the C's. It's not horrible. It was a show like me not knowing like the characters or the premise of the show.
Good Luck Charlie was out of my realm. Don't really have any relation to it.
I'll put it above Christmas again. That's Fighting the Christmas movies, I liked it more.
I'll allow it.
Frenemies. Ooh. Is this even a movie?
You didn't like this one? Is this a Zendaya one?
Well, it's Zendaya in parts. Very interestingly, they didn't want we eventually did get a Zendaya featured movie.
Oh yeah, it was like a crossover. It was like 3 different stories.
It's like an anthology
coming
movie
together. Yeah,
and one of them was like a farting dog or something.
Yeah,
or a girl was jealous of a dog.
Yeah,
it's not very good. But
maybe above Buffalo Dreams.
Buffalo Dreams is such like a threshold for us.
Yeah, it's better than that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Radio Rebel.
We like that one, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a kind of so bad it's good kind of movie for me, I think. It's about Debbie Ryan, is that her name?
Yeah. 21 Pilots.
Who is like a shy girl, but she's able to have this anonymous, kind of like Read It and Weep in some ways, where she has this anonymous persona of Radio Rebel.
She changes her voice
on the radio.
Does radio show live.
And she's like, fuck your parents, or
yeah.
She's able to go wild, but then there's like some hijinks where people suspect her and she's at a party and they're like pre-recording shit, so she's like, see, I'm not Radio Rebel.
She's running around the room, maybe above like Wendy Wu.
I don't know if I'd go that high.
And then maybe above Princess Protection Program.
Sure. This is where I'm like getting in the meat of it, where I'm like, well, I think Radio Rebels may be better than Read It and Weep. But it's also better than Get a Clue. Maybe Get a Clue, I think, is a movie at times like I like reduced in ratings because I'm like, Get a Clue, I miss that when I'm raking my stuff. It's not that good.
Put Get a Clue below Halloween Town. 2. Yeah, move it 2 to the right.
You know what? I think it's okay.
I think it's okay. Okay.
See, now I'm like, wait, did I like Cheetah Girls 2 more than the original?
Oh.
Because in some ways I did like the commentary of Cheetah Girls 1 about like the record industry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Oh, baby.
The moment we've maybe all been waiting or dreading for.
Johnny
How low will you allow me to put Johnny Tsunami?
So where do we put the other one?
Johnny Capahala back on board is right here in the D's.
It's got to be at least a C for me.
Okay. Where do you want it? I'll let you put it anywhere in the C's you want.
Anywhere in the C's.
Because.
What about above Lemonade Mouth?
So you're saying Johnny Tsunami better than High School Musical 2? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't even know if I'd put it like in the D's myself because
you had
there's some really bad movies.
I'm trying to remember. There was 2 different sides of the mountain.
Actually, honestly, like Avalon High probably doesn't need to be in the D's, but.
Two different sides
there's
of
rich
the
people and poor people. Poor
Yeah.
people snowboard, rich people ski, and it goes back to some rivalry between two
brothers.
guys. But also, it's about Johnny Tsunami, who's not the main character.
No,
it's his grandpa.
He grew up on Hawaii. Yeah, Johnny Tsunami is
Terry
the grandpa.
Fukunaga, I think.
Yeah, so this is Johnny Capahala. So he gets back
Respect
on
on
board.
his name.
Yeah,
Actually,
respect.
no respect on Johnny
Yeah, this
Capahala.
is another OG DCOM, and I like calling out my OG DCOMs.
The prototypical daddy issues DCOM, where I think it just had too much going on.
I wouldn't have obviously ranked it an S or an A. It's not a D, not an F. I would maybe have gone as low as like a low B or a really high C, but I think where we have it is fair.
All right, Let It Shine. This is a pretty good movie.
The rapper movie, right?
Yes, where my lasting impression of this is the ending rap battle where he just goes in on his rival being like,
Yeah.
well, you're poor. And they're like, fuck you, you got him.
Uh-oh.
So, I think it's definitely at least a B movie.
Right there. That's fine. Right there. Just drop it right there.
We're not
We
coming to
can work
blows or anything. Let me
No.
just... I think
You want to give it a couple more to the left?
maybe we do Zombies 3.
Okay.
We're doing you like that, Zombies 3.
That's okay.
Because it's as far as like...
Zed is dead.
It's not even really so much of a
Zed's
musical,
dead.
but it's a better movie than Zombies 3. I think I like Zombies 3 and Let It Shine more than Cadet Kelly, but I know you don't.
Yeah.
All right, Girl vs. Monster, a movie that we both thought was Scream Team.
So this is where her parents have monsters in their basement. They get let out.
I
they
believe
kinda
this
run
one has
around.
kind of a spooky-looking scarecrow guy that she sees like projected into the
There
sky.
are a bunch of different. Yeah. I don't know.
And then it's all about like a teen party at like a haunted house.
And that's cool. Maybe a low C.
The lowest C.
That's okay.
I think I would put
I'll
it
fight
in
for
the D.
that.
I actually think I have it very low in my rankings, and that's why I was like, wasn't that bad? I'm like, well, I gotta trust my in the moment when I ranked it.
We like our Halloween movies. Give it a little bump.
So this is Teen Beach Movie,
Ooh, we like those.
not Teen Beach 2. So
We
Teen
don't-
Beach Movie 1 was the Camp Rock situation where I actually didn't like it as much as the sequel.
High C.
Well, looking at our other musical movies in here,
You have High School Musical 2. You have Cheetah Girls. You think it's below High School Musical 2 and Cheetah Girls? And Zombies. Yeah, they're all kind of grouped together. Isn't that kind of weird how that happened? And you have Camp Rock in there, too. We have a lot of them together in there.
I think it's better than Zombies. Zombies, again, I think I enjoy more ironically.
Yeah.
Teen Beach Movie is just such a weird premise. So for those who don't know, it's like a parody throwback movie to a genre of movies that existed in like the 60s called Teen Beach Movies. and then it brings in like a West Side Story premise through a movie that exists in this universe called Wet Side Story.
Yeah.
It's got the guy who's a villain in like all the DCOMs. He's the boogeyman.
They go back in time and they.
Well, they don't go back in time. They enter the movie that takes place in a previous time period.
Because they're out in the water, right? And they go underwater. They had like a.
Well, that's getting into.
Is that the second one?
Oh no, it just depends on what sort of underwater part you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Because the second one, they come out of the water.
Yeah.
Cloud
That's fine.
9. Dove Cameron from the Descendants movies. But before the Descendants movies, I believe, she is a snowboarder.
Oh, this is where she has the dogs. The dog.
She's a girl who gets it done, and it kind of seems like Luke Benward, who is a kind of down on his luck pro snowboarder.
Yeah.
Seems like maybe he'll get a comeback, but nope, he just coaches her, and she's better. She like goes down like an actual mountain. She gets dropped off of a helicopter.
This is the one she takes care of the dogs, though, right?
I mean, yes, that is a small part of the movie that I didn't like.
Do you think it's the lowest of the Ds?
No. I'm just hovering it around.
Do you think it's a D?
I don't think this movie's very good. I think this is also, coincidentally, one of the only episodes of the podcast my dad's listened to. He's like, oh, I'll listen to the Cloud 9 episode. I'm like,
what about Tiger Cruise?
Even my hatred of American imperialism, I don't know if it's enough for me.
Below Cody.
Yeah.
That's okay. We like that.
All right.
We only got 6 left.
Zapped.
7.
With
Zendaya.
America's sweetheart, Zendaya.
Yeah.
Let that one boy's piss, the boy's piss must run. That was like a bad Dune joke. In this movie, Zendaya discovers an app on her phone that allows her to control boys.
Oh.
And
yeah.
maybe makes a guy piss or shit himself because she's trying to get back at him.
Yeah.
And she also makes the love interest of like the millennial girl from season 2 of The White Lotus. She makes him. No, it's like a whole family thing where they pretend to be dogs at the end. And that's supposed to be very heartwarming.
Oh.
This is it's a horrible movie.
How many Zendaya movies did we get? 2?
Just 2.
Just the 2. Where's the other one? Where do we have that one ranked?
Frenemies.
Frenemies.
So this is like a C movie, I think.
Okay.
Well, it's maybe like a high D because it's just like so bad it's good.
Maybe above Den Brother.
Yeah. In case Zendaya's watching. I mean,
we've wanted that interview for so long.
Door is still open, Zendaya.
Holding out the hope.
All right. How to Build a Better Boy.
Oof.
Not a good movie. But another kind of like ironic fave in some ways, but still not quite there like Zap. So I don't think it's a C.
I always say I have the toughest troubles putting movies in D. I don't know, it just makes me just feel dirty.
Well, now I'm feeling kind of bad about putting Descendants 2 in D.
Yeah.
but that's because it's like, well, we haven't done Descendants 1 yet.
We can revisit when we're done.
But How to Build a Better Boy I definitely think is a D.
Yeah. Right there.
Right there.
Drop it.
Okay.
Drop it like it's hot.
Bad Hair Day. This has the mom from Good Luck Charlie in it, and I don't remember who the girl is.
Yeah, it has like an adult.
Yeah, it's like
one or two
main characters, and one of them's like an adult.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I think this movie's not as bad as some people think it is.
Yeah, we're not giving enough credit. Wherever you feel like this belongs. This is where I'm giving it.
We're defeated. Lucas. We're tired.
We're getting there. We've been going. We've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. A little longer. Right there. I was gonna say above Den Brother, but
it's better than Zap.
That's fine.
It's better than C3, I think.
Oh, here we go.
Teen Beach 2. Another better sequel than the original in my estimation.
So where would we have the first right there? Is this a B?
I could put it in a B, I think.
A B? What about Above You Wish?
Yeah. I think that's...
Right next to Zombies, right next to...
I think it might be... I might even put it ahead of Zombies 3.
Yeah, that's okay.
This one has... Somehow it's even maybe zanier than the first movie. Has better songs. Because a lot of the first movie...
Because the people from the 60s come to present day.
Well, the people from the movie.
Or from the movie, yeah.
But their hair doesn't get wet because they're
No.
movie characters. But then the girl wants to stay in the real world, so then
Yeah.
her hair does get wet.
Yeah.
It's got better music, I think, because it's not so much stuck in like that '60s kind of like surfing kind of USA
Surfing
mode.
USA, yeah. Could be.
All right, final two movies.
Oof.
Descendants 1. So Descendants 2, we do have down.
So this is your favorite of the Descendants?
No, Descendants
No.
3 is my favorite,
And where was
which we
that one?
have here.
Oh, okay.
And Descendants 2 we have in D.
This is the which oh, this is the first one. Okay. Golly.
I think I like Descendants 2 more.
Really?
At the minimum, it has Chillin' Like a Villain in it. Whereas I don't think
is
I like.
Descendants 2 a C?
Uh,
Is Descendants 2 above like Zapped?
I don't know if I go that far. But it could be a low C.
Yeah.
Is the swap an S? S for swap. No, the
just
swap-
made a swap.
No, the swap's pretty
Put
good.
Descendants above Jenny.
Because, we got to respect the powerhouse that it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just remember the first time we watched Descendants, we got to the first song that's called Rotten to the Core.
Yeah.
Core.
Yeah.
It's like a bad LMFAO song, and I'm like, I am not going to like this movie.
Oh. 3 Descendants, 3 zombies, 3 cheetah girls, right? 3. Only 2 Camp Rocks.
Only, technically for us, 2 High School Musicals.
2 high school. There's a third one out there.
3 zombies.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
I don't know.
Invisible Sister. So this is one. It is kind of forgettable. It's got I think Corey in Girl Meets World. She's the daughter of
Okay.
the Corey. The Corey.
Invisible Sister.
This movie, I think I remember thinking like, this is actually pretty good. I still don't think it's like a B maybe, but I think I'd put it like a high C.
I don't remember.
I think I could
much
put it
about
even
that
like.
one.
I think I could put it.
Do you remember?
It's
what
actually
the
probably
premise-
better than Pixel Perfect.
Do you remember a little bit more of the premise to it?
I mean, she got an invisible sister. So, I think she has to, like, for a period of time, pretend to be her sister. Should we do some investigating?
Oh, is that the one with the butterfly?
I think so. The moth.
Yeah, the moth. Yeah. I think that's what it was.
It's technically a Halloween movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got this guy in it. I think we remember. I
Yeah.
remember liking him.
I think I like that one more.
Yeah, he's like the sassy friend or
You
whatever.
has to wear the mask.
Yeah, she wears the mask.
Is this a low B?
Maybe. I mean, I think I'd probably put it above Kick It Up.
Yeah.
Gotta kick it
We'll
up.
give that a B. That's fine.
And then kind of an anticlimactic ending is the slumber party is not a DCOM.
Not a DCOM. And then
And it's worse than Prom Pact.
there is one other movie that would be not a DCOM, which is
The Naughty Nine.
The Naughty Nine, which is a good movie.
Which
we
would go
enjoyed.
between Prom Pact and the slumber party.
Yes.
The slumber party is what if kids but Hangover.
Yeah.
The Hangover.
The Hangover.
And the Hangover
And,
too, in some ways.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a lot of homages to that film franchise.
So now we lean in.
Try to squint and see what we got. Do we want to? So our S tier. I was saying maybe we'd get 5 up there, but we have 4.
I mean, we can put Eddie's up there.
No,
Eddie's,
not an S.
in my opinion, best sports-centric DCOM. Obviously, it's not fully sports-centric. I mean, unless you include cooking a sport. It's about
I think it's the highest of A's.
shirking gender roles in some ways. Let's see. Can we bring
It's-
this up bigger? Yep, we can.
I think it's the highest of A's, not an S. Our S tier consists of Don't Look Under the Bed, High School Musical.
Dustin must not have been around when I asked if he would put it S. Dustin's probably like eating dinner with his wife or some shit.
Smart
We're doing the
House.
real work here.
Smart House and Can of Worms. I think that is a great S tier grouping. And then in A's, we have Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. We have Phantom of the Megaplex.
Geek Charming.
Geek Charming. We have Brink.
Brink!
We have Spin.
Spin!
We have The Minutemen.
I don't got time for that.
We have The Color of Friendship.
Jacob, I don't think you should say that on mic.
We have Hatching Pete.
Cletus.
We have Motocross.
I don't know how I feel about that.
We have Genius.
Chaz Anthony in the house.
We have The Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
We have Camp Rock 2.
Camp Rock.
We have 'Twas the Night.
Mm-hmm.
We have True Confessions.
Good.
And then into our B, we have Go Figure.
Surprisingly good.
We have The Other Me.
Cafeteria dancing.
We have
Halloween
Halloween
Town.
Town. We
Against
have
my wishes.
Xenon, the original. We have Tangled. We have Cadet. Oh, we have Tangled.
Let's wait for a second.
Yeah, you got some comments to make.
Nah, I'm just thinking of like Tangled. Tangled is such a weird one, but like it is good. We did have fun
It's very
watching
short. Yeah.
it.
We have Cadet Kelly.
There was the kind of girl
The dance-off?
lesbian like
Ooh.
march off, which
Yeah,
then we
that was
learned
fun.
that like in the version we watched they had to change the song or something.
Oh, that's right. I do recall that.
Let It Shine,
Yeah.
Teen Beach 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were doing this.
Zombies 3.
What if Aliens?
We have You Wish.
I wish.
We have Quince. It's Quince. We have
The Ultimate Christmas
Ultimate
Present.
Christmas Present. We have Double Teamed.
Yeah.
We have Jump In.
Don't mind if I do.
We have the Jet Jackson movie.
Rest in peace.
We have Cowbells.
Ring my bell.
We have Invisible Sister. And then last on our B's, we have Gotta Kick It Up.
Gotta kick it up.
Now, this is our big C range. A lot of C's. We have Pixel Perfect.
Maybe higher than it deserves to be, but
Love it. We have Stuck in the Suburbs. We have Horse Sense. We have
Up and
Up,
Away.
Up and Away. We have the Phineas and Ferb movie.
We also didn't mention Up and the Way. Representation is that. Oh shit.
You moved it down.
Representation. Jacob possessed me. He's like, no, move it down.
Yeah.
Is it all the superheroes are all? It's a black family.
Yeah. We have Under Wraps.
You said Phineas and
and Ferb. We have Under Wraps, the original one.
Mr. Kubat.
We have Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah.
We have Lemonade Mouth.
You're gonna get cavities.
We have High School Musical 2.
That one scene where Troy slaps the water.
We have one of the Cheetah Girl movies.
See ya, Raven.
We have Freaky Friday.
That Friday was fucking freaky.
We have Teen Beach Movie, the second one.
Weird movie.
We have Zombies, the original.
Solved racism.
We have Even Stevens movie.
I'm even on it.
We have Camp Rock 2.
No, that's Camp Rock.
Camp Rock 1.
Remember when she got flour on her face?
That
was
happened.
scary.
That's our thumbnail. We have Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie.
It's okay.
We have Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior.
When you woo come into our podcast, if you want to come on.
Brenda Song.
We'll take
shout
Brenda
out.
Song as well.
We have Xenon the Sequel, I believe.
Yeah, it's fine.
We have Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
I hate those kids.
One of the
Halloween Town High.
High.
I
the
love
third one.
these kids.
I can't tell.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Adventures in Babysitting.
I babysit these kids.
Descendants 3.
You won me. You got one win. Return to Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Marnie.
Fuck you, Marnie. Yeah, I don't like
Starstruck.
that. Starstruck. We have Radio Rebel. We have the Princess.
We're kind of a radio rebel if you think about it.
Yeah, we're providing commentary on stuff people are afraid to say.
PPP loans.
Yeah, Princess Protection Program. We have the Kim Possible animated movie. We have the Scream Team.
Still don't remember it.
We have
Get a clue,
Get a Clue,
Jacob.
Lindsay Lohan. We have Cheetah Girls.
Just the
The
Cheetah
original
Girls.
one?
That dog dead.
Halloween Town 2.
Calabar's Revenge.
We have Cheetah Girls 2.
I think it's actually the Cheetah
The
Girls.
Cheetah Girls 2. Judah McAvee and Full Court Miracle. We love
Respect.
our big games.
Read it and weep.
Read it in... no.
Yep.
Is it? Yes.
We
Read it.
looked
This is
this
the book
one up.
This is the book one, yes.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm like, should Read it and weep be higher?
Miracle.
Probably not.
Miracle in Lane 2?
His face
3?
looks deranged
4?
in that. I want to look that up to see if we can get a closer look. Miracle in Lane 2.
2. He looks just hype. He's excited. Look at him. He's pumped.
Yeah. Not the best picture. They did Frankie dirty with that one.
Frankie Muniz.
Rip Girls.
Rip Girls. We have another Descendants.
Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie. Sorry, I can't even see him.
It's Christmas.
Um,
Speaking of Christmas again.
Christmas again. We have Going to the Mat.
What if blind but gay? What?
Alley Cat Strike. Bowling.
Yeah,
Turkey.
Big mistake.
We have The Ring of Endless Light.
Basil? Did you say Basil?
We have
Jumping Ship.
Xenon Z3.
I was doing some Z3 and then Jumping Ship, if you know what I mean.
Oof.
Bad Hair Day.
Bad Hair Day.
Story of My Life.
Zapped. We have
Zendaya. Door's still open.
Come on.
That door, you could be coming. What if Zendaya busted
through the door
like
right now?
The Kool-Aid Man.
Descendants 2.
Chilling Like a Villain.
Good. Den Brother.
Yeah, Chilling Like a Villain in some ways is such a good song, but
You think it deserves a few more spots?
It doesn't.
Our list is locked. We got Den Brother.
Sure, why not? Eagle Scout over here.
It's true. You were a Boy Scout too. What is that one?
Girl versus Monster.
Girl versus Monster, our last of the seas. And this is where we get kind of dirty, a little bit disrespectful here to our...
I mean, I'd put Girl versus Monster lower, but you liked it more.
Yeah.
I'd put it probably... actually, I'd put it in the S's.
Oh my.
Stepsister from Planet Weird.
It's so weird that it's so weird that it's good. It's the best of the D's.
Sure. Right on Track.
Right on Track. Descendants.
It exists. Descendants the first.
The first one.
Rest in peace, Carlos.
Yeah, he did die. The Jenny Project.
As he brought up like episodes before we even watched this movie. It was like years before, probably.
Yeah, well, because it had just happened when we were recording, I think.
Yeah.
We have the Jenny Project.
That Monkey Did.
We have the Swap.
Breaking Down Barriers. How to Build a Better Boy.
How to Build a Better Boy. We have... I thought this one was Reading and Weep, but no, this is...
Now You See It.
Now You See It.
Let's just quick confirm that's the name of that movie.
Yeah. That's the magic one. We'll find out which AJ or Allie it is.
It's not Now You See
Allie.
Me. It's Now You See It.
Okay.
Yeah, Allie Michalka.
Yeah.
Was she in like iZombie too?
Oh.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, good call.
She was not the main person. Oh, the main girl in iZombie was in Johnny Capahala Back on Board.
Oh.
So Tiger Cruise.
We have Tiger Cruise. We have Under Wraps 2, the
Two Gay Dads.
Two Gay Dads. We have Cody in the 13th Year.
Two Gay Mermaids.
We have
Cloud Nine.
A
movie Jacob just remembered we watched.
Yeah. Forgot all about the dogs.
Dad Nap, the movie I just remembered we watched.
Can't read all. I can't.
Hounded. Well, they don't all have the title on them.
No.
I just have it all up here.
I know you got a better memory than me.
Hounded.
Johnny Capahala Back on Board.
A movie that happened.
We have Avalon High.
Also a movie that happened.
I don't know what the heck this one is.
Frenemies.
We have...
People used to say that.
Buffalo Dreams.
A movie that existed.
Descendants 2.
Solved Racism Again.
Last of Our D's. We got the Proud Family movie.
Yeah.
Rough. And then we have the live action Kim Possible.
You know what? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Under Wraps, the original remake, number 1.
Mr. Kubat deserved better.
And Gilbert was awful.
Upside Down Magic.
Upside Down Magic.
What If Magic, but upside down?
Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
Please.
Awful.
Sharpay's Big Fat Greek Adventure.
We have the Poof Point.
Yep. Twitches.
Twitches 2.
Nope.
First one.
Twitches 200 is down here.
You Lucky Dog is the last of our D's. Then
that courtroom scene doing a lot of heavy lifting to get it out of the F.
Got it out of the F's. Now this is the poopy of the poop.
Life is Rough.
Life is Rough. Twitches 2. Go Twitches. Go Twitches. Sinbad in
a movie that nobody has hardly seen. And The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
On Deck, the movie.
A movie that almost ended this podcast.
And then our 3 not a DCOMs. Prom Pact, which would be very high in S tier.
And then Slumber Party.
The middle one?
Naughty Nine.
Naughty Nine would have been in there. And then Slumber Party.
They would have all been in the C's.
C's, yeah.
Besides Prom Pact.
Well, there you go. There's our list of 117 DCOMs.
So I think we'll...
Gotta save it.
We'll send that to Dustin, and he can tweet it out.
There's like a bunch of black lines. Is that supposed to happen?
What do you mean? It's the tier.
Oh, okay. Yes, yep, gotcha. I don't know, just
did you just notice that there's a lot of black anyways?
I don't know, I don't know.
Get load of this guy.
Looked weird for a second.
So
there you go.
I don't know how unless you're like a Disney Channel aficionado like us, it might not be as meaningful to you because these images are small.
They're very tiny.
Jake, I made up for only making it into the late teen, early 20s for episodes. What's the next endeavor going to be? Jake, it's going to be us. We're actually transitioning into just talking shit about you. Of not supporting us at all.
You're here. He was never on an episode, was he?
No, Jake almost was on one episode, but then there was a horrible snowstorm.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
I'm trying to remember what that episode was going to be. I think it might have been like Halloween Town High or something.
Our chat rate is 1. I don't know what that means.
I think that just means we got one recently. I mean, no, our chat's blowing up. We're having so many chatters.
So leave a comment what you think of our list. Are you offended because you only ever watched the first 40 DCOMs ever and you don't know what this crap up top is, Or
we'll also say, Jake, our episodes did eventually get better.
Yeah, no, they did. I mean, Lucas put
maybe like post 50.
Lucas put in a lot of effort. I commend Lucas for the time he
Feel how cold my hands are.
He's really fucking cold. He's really cold. He needs better circulation.
My circulation's never good.
He's going to put on the fan, and he's going to put his fingers inside the heater up to 1,000, like that couple in North Carolina, rest in peace. They accidentally put their heater up to 1,000 degrees, and it cooked to death. It went up to 120.
Were they in Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably had dementia.
What kind of heater goes that high?
It went up to 120, but they had set it for 1,000.
Heat's too damn high.
This is the weird talk. So never remember.
I could have stopped 9/11. Me and Mark Wahlberg. If I was there with Marky Mark, things would have gone down different.
Would all of these characters have stopped 9/11? Absolutely.
Well, we've gone through everybody.
Yes.
I'm wondering if we stop doing that segment. We gotta move on, get some new material. Jacob needs to come up with a segment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, hey, did you see this movie on Netflix? I'm like, no, I don't watch any.
Did you see that Netflix movie? That'll be the name of the...
Jacob's like, have you heard about this? The Bird Box Challenge?
Is that a thing?
You don't remember the Bird Box Challenge?
I don't know.
Netflix said it killed somebody. Please watch our movie, The Bird Box.
Yikes. So yeah, what do you think about our list? Do you agree with some of the categories? Do you think some are really low where they should be really high? I mean, were you a big fan of Life is Rough? Does that deserve to be in the S tier? Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Maybe we do just need to film every episode in that Jacob. He wasn't even on his phone really.
No, the only time I was on it was to post, and I messaged my girlfriend. So that's that. Ooh. So that was that.
Ooh.
Spike. Oh. Whoa.
I'm sad I didn't get to use the BRB message more.
We did. We used it once.
I had some aspirations that I thought about yesterday. I'm like, oh, what if we did this whole I don't know, built it up, inspired by On Cinema at the Cinema, where I just fucking want to kill Jacob by the end of this, and I'm like, the podcast is over. We're not doing this anymore.
I think we made a lot of reasonable conclusions or compromises. I think we compromised very well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I have my own list. If you want to find it, Fat Tomato, letterbox.com/Fat Tomato,
yeah,
_tomato. I don't fucking. Yeah, let's. You know what? Let's find it. The stream is not over. Let's find
the Fat Tomato list. I'm all out of Pepsi.
Let's see, tomato. Well, that's not working. Do I have to find?
If you go to Letterboxd and just search Fat_Tomato, you'll pop up.
Well, I'm down here.
Okay, there it goes. There it is. Oh, on the right.
Yeah.
Right there.
So.
Ooh. Pretty close to your list, Lucas. Those top. We had 4. So Don't Look Under the Bed. We had High School Musical.
So yeah, Camp Rock 2 was outside of my top 10.
So Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off's the only one I didn't, get in there. But I think that's.
Oh, Phantom of the Megaplex. I guess we got that one got up higher than my personal rankings. Maybe I need to rewatch Go Figure because maybe I'm
Did that
rating that
really?
one higher than it deserves to be. You Wish also pretty high up. So maybe
Yeah.
Genius. Yeah, You Wish. Chaz Anthony sticks highly in my mind. So let's see. I want to know where I put.
Do you have some that are like really like way off?
So yeah, actually, I do have Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire fairly high up. This is where I got Luck of the Irish at 37.
Yeah.
Cowbell's decently high. So Cheetah Girls One World, I did say was better than High School Musical 2.
And you had Xenon pretty high.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah.
Apparently, I like Miracle in Lane 2.
Where's Xenon on our list?
Apparently, I like Horse Sense.
Yeah.
Zombies. So Get a Clue is, I think, kind of like the midpoint.
So we're Stuck in the Suburbs. You had it at 50. Where's that on our list?
Pretty high.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty.
I think the strangeness of some of the movies got them higher for me.
Yeah.
So Descendants 3 is the highest. This is Teen Beach. No, that's Teen Beach Movie 1.
Yeah.
Wow, Good Luck Charlie coming in at 56.
56. I say like, maybe you'll notice some that are like way off from where we.
Hounded 65.
Wow, you had that really high.
Well,
that's like halfway.
The swap is pretty low. I do keep Jumping Ship pretty low as well. I just think that movie's boring.
There's
all right, Descendants 2.
Alley Cats, you have about 3/4.
I think Alley Cats is a movie I just forget about, and then I rated it 1.5 stars.
Tiger Cruise, Dad Now. So what are your lowest of your low? How do we have that on our list?
Zombies 2, I guess I have very low.
Yikes.
Johnny Capahala also pretty low.
Yeah.
So this is the bottom 14.
So that's kind of about how we have it though.
Apparently Avalon High.
Johnny Tsunami, I got to put that one a little
I think
higher.
I was like, Cloud9, is it a better snowboarding movie than Johnny Tsunami? No, it's not.
The only one on your bottom.
I guess I do actually. I was like, did I have the Proud Family movie that low? But I did. That movie is, I didn't think very good.
Johnny Tsunami is the only one I gave really a bump on your lowest ones.
Yeah. I feel like all of these, well, no. I don't know if these should all be Fs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is Avalon High. I don't think I'd say Avalon High is a D. It's just, that movie shouldn't exist. Like, it's not for anybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough. Hopefully, since we've transitioned into not doing regular episodes anymore, maybe monthly episodes. I don't know. Probably not going to get one in this month because Jacob, he's so damn busy. He's like, got shit going on. He's like, he's the business daddy of my life. I'm like, I want to watch High School Musical 3, and Jacob's like, no, I gotta go see Tori Hunter at the Twins Fest. Well, he's a Golden Glove winner.
Visit my girlfriend. I got some stuff going on.
Me and Dustin, we're gonna hook up. We're gonna talk about Good Burger 2.
Oh my.
That happened. And apparently if we had timed it well, we could have gotten the Good Burger from Arby's. That's where they had the Good Burger.
And nothing was really too special about it, though, I don't think.
No, I thought you said you had it.
No.
All right, well, I think that's it. This is very long. I'm not going to edit this at all. It'll just be archived. So if you didn't catch the whole stream, I don't know if it's worth watching all of. Of course it is. It's the best thing we've ever done.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Some of you stuck around, the whole time. So thank you.
And that person was me.
Yeah, but shout out.
Full watch time.
Shout out, we had, let's go to the top of the list. I just want to shout out everybody that kind of stopped in and said, hey.
Yo, what up, Jerker19?
Shout out Jerker19.
We're talking Fat Tomato.
Fat Tomato. We got Dustin LeBach.
Wow, he got Dustin?
Dustin Halovich. Shout out Kieran. Thanks for stopping in. Shout out to Mitchell. Mitchell and Kendon are some of the buddies from, Sports Talk.
They probably immediately regretted tuning in.
Adele's one of our oldest listeners, our longtime listeners.
Maybe even older than Dustin.
Yeah, that's positive. I don't know. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Jake for stopping in. Shout out to Jerker19 again. And shout out to my girlfriend for hanging out the whole time.
No. I don't know what that's all about. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.